Yes, indeed. The music has sounded, the horns have played, the bells have rung, and the time has come for all of us to come together for episode 499. We're not quite there. We're not quite to the big 500, but episode 499 of Pen and Pixels as we continue with Ghosts of Saltmarsh, D&D with By the Dice Roll Ghosts of Saltmarsh, which the admin responsible for the titles of this program has called That Sinking Feeling, which is very appropriate. I am super excited for the session today because we begin. We are in the last stages of this campaign. Remember, this is the final adventure called The Final Enemy, and in fact, and after this, we will be moving on by the Dice Roll Will to my own campaign or my own world called Tales and Tomes in the Forbidden Library, which began with Night at the Forbidden Library. That was what we did live last year in London, and then will be followed up by Return to the Forbidden Library, Beyond the Forbidden Library, and then other ones. I have actually a full 9-part campaign at this point that I've done with it. So yeah, I'm excited for that, which is what we're going to be doing after we finish Ghosts of Saltmarsh. But first, Saltmarsh is here. Before we go any further, just a couple of quick reminders. If you haven't done so already, please follow us here on GogCom's Twitch channel. Please consider subscribing to us here on GogCom's Twitch channel. And please consider clicking through and checking out our own channels because we have our own Patreons and subsystems and stuff like that, which I am very excited about. Yeah, I've got a bunch of new campaigns happening on my own channel. I'm just about to wrap up Beowulf on my channel. I'm going to be following it up with something else, which I have not yet announced officially totally, but will be soon. We have a new D&D campaign called the 13th Icon beginning in January with the community. We have community D&D already, Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I'm going to be, after my Eberron campaign concludes, going to be running a new campaign called that is Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen. So we've got a lot of new stuff happening in the new year, plus the continuing expedition for the Mysterious Peaks. So I do a lot of stuff there, and I do a lot of stuff here. So I am very excited for everybody to be here for sure. And so, having said all of that to everybody, I am going to... one note that I want to make, which is next week is going to be episode 500 of Pen and Pixels, and I have not decided yet exactly what I'm going to do. I'm in the midst of my Breath of Fire 4 playthrough, but I haven't decided exactly what I want to do. I'm not sure. 500 episodes, though. That is a lot. But I will do more with that, think about more of that over the course of the next week. It's also the end of my semester, so I'm quite tired and quite busy. So I will think more about that as time goes on. But now I'm going to unmute myself and apologize unreservedly to anyone that I might have interrupted because I couldn't hear them. And then I am going to make sure that I have them in the right spot. Yes, I do. I am going to unmute them so they can be heard. And last, I'm going to head over to reveal to you the crew of the good ship. I don't actually remember what we called the ship. The ship is ours ship, so to speak. I don't remember exactly what we called it.
Definitely.
But they're all here, and we are ready to go. And I am very pumped up to share this with all of you tonight. I am very excited about it. And I will begin with the person at the bottom left as you look at the screen. And that, of course, is the always horrified expression whenever I say that, Pyron Jade. Good to see you, Pyron. How's everything with you? And how's life on your side of the world? And whom are you playing today?
Hello, I'm fine. And I have to admit that after the very few years that we have been playing, I should have been gotten used to being in the position of greeting people in chat. Hello, chat people. I had my computer heavily blue screen today, and the problem is not fixed by the sound it's making. It's whining and doing sounds and all of that. So if I suddenly disappear, that's what happened. I'll try to fix it properly tomorrow. Didn't have time for it today. 8-Bit already said he's going to help me if I cannot manage, so it's going to be fine. So, yes, this has been a long day. So, hello chat people, my name is Pyron Jade, and I'm going to play a Kenku Paladin called Waves Crashing Against Rocks, or just short for Waves, or if you want to pronounce it properly, that was the wrong button.
Is that how you pronounce it properly?
That was the wrong button.
With emphasis
God,
on the
saying it wrong this whole time. How embarrassing.
That's the emphasis.
I think you'll find that's exactly how you pronounce it.
Exactly. Waves crashing. Oh my God. Anyway, we heard both of those, including the actual pronunciation.
So, for those of you who don't know, but I think everybody in chat knows, I'm using a soundboard with, I don't know, somewhere around 80 or 90 sounds that I haven't had the chance to use all of them yet, but I'm always trying to be prepared for that. So, for all the moments out there.
Exactly affect life. Waves rebranded. Exactly. Oh my God.
Yes.
Anyway.
I think that wasn't from me.
Yeah, that's good stuff. No, definitely, it was good stuff too. Always a pleasure, Pyron. Also very excited to welcome back Darksaber 2K again is here. We were talking about how tentacles must be the result of this, and Saber is involved in some capacity, so that means it must be the case. Thank you as always for Dashboard Moobot and for the very funny and appropriate title of today's episode. I don't know why you would think that syncing would be the result of this, to be honest with you. I feel like that's just, there's no reason to believe that's necessarily going to happen. I think it could be fine. But how's everything with you, and who are you playing today, Saber?
I'm great, thank you. Glad to be back with the group. At this point now, it's like, well, let's just say I didn't bring this Cloak of the Manta Ray for nothing. I've got a sinking feeling that there's going to be some underwater tunnely bits, I'm pretty sure. So I've made sure that good old Marthril Gregonian, artificer artillerist here, cannons might not be what we need so much, so he's gone for some more fine-tuned items we'll see as we go forwards.
I am very excited to see it. Perhaps if there's anything that allows you to not worry about, water that's on a floor that completely occupies a floor. That might be part of it. But we will see. I am very excited to see how it all breaks down. Always a pleasure to have Saber with us. Also a pleasure to have Wholesome Horror Gaming with us. Good to see you, Mike. Mike, you're reminding me of something with the length of the beard now, and I'm trying to remember what exactly, and I can't remember what, but it's reminding me of some other person. And when I think of it, I'll tell everyone. It'll be really exciting that day.
Is it Santa?
Yeah, something like that.
Is it Metal Santa?
No. There's something.
No.
I mean, now that you mention it. But anyway, how are you, Mike? How's everything with you, and who are you playing today?
I am doing bloody fantastic. Hello, everyone in chat. Hello, everyone on the internet. If you're watching this on demand, hello from the past, I guess. My name is Wholesome Horror Gaming. For those who don't know, I play horror games on my channel, indie horror games, and also long play horror games. I play them, so you don't need to. So you can get spooked with me, I guess. Today, however, I'm going to be stepping into the somewhat curious and cautious shoes of Silvo Janus Betulus, our half-elven aberrant mind sorcerer, who has got a bit of more of a handle on his magic now. However, not a huge fan of going underwater. doesn't really like deep water, as we've found out previously. So he's not thrilled about this venture. He kind of wants to just go find out what we need to find out and then go home. I'll be honest with you, but we'll find out what happens.
I'm excited to see how that all breaks down. And always a pleasure to have Mike with us. Yeah, you're also excited. Always a pleasure to have Mike with us. Also a pleasure to have Ananda with us. It's good to see you, Ananda. I hope all's well. Back to red, as we saw. We were talking about hair color, as it should be in accordance with the prophecy and so on. How are you doing? How's everything with you? And who are you playing today?
I'm doing okay, thank you. Ticking along, which is nice. No major dramas, which is even more nice.
Wow.
But yeah, I'm not doing too badly, thank you. Tentatively clawing back streaming schedule. Started playing Date Everything last week, which is hilarious.
Oh yeah, I heard about this. Yeah,
it's brilliant. It was obviously the idea was created during lockdown, but I'm not going to give you any spoilers.
okay.
It's brilliant, so funny. But yeah, tonight I'm going to be playing Brine the Bloodthirsty, who is a water genasi fighter pirate. One of the good things about the water genasi is that she can breathe underwater, which might be beneficial in tonight's mission. But yeah, really looking forward to this evening. Yeah, really hoping that we all survive.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Be fine. Everything's fine.
Always a pleasure, Ananda. I'm excited to see what Brian gets up to as well. And it's also very good to see undeveloped Bruce. Also, good to see you, Bruce. I will simply ask how you're feeling about this evening. Let's put it that way. And also who you're playing tonight.
Yeah, I'm really excited to play again this evening. Green, the Tortle Cleric, got a magical new broom that casts prestidigitation all the time, but only the cleaning aspect of prestidigitation, which is the most important one, we all know.
Yeah.
And so he's very excited. I'm not sure what there is going to be to clean in the Sahugan fortress. Hopefully lots. So yeah, looking forward to cleaning that place out. And yeah, we're all good. And I was having computer problems, but now I have a shiny new computer.
Oh, very nice.
And a second monitor, which I haven't had in a long while, but which is just propped up, leaning against the snake's vivarium, and which I accidentally knocked over and knocked onto, not the snake vivarium, the monitor, and knocked onto my cup of boiling hot coffee into my lap.
Oh.
So, you know, anyway, I'm excited. I'm very excited to be here with you all.
Yeah, same, Bruce. And yeah, and and I will put as just, this is just a little benefit for everybody, that you may see Bruce involved in something else of the tabletop role-playing variety with me shortly. This has not yet been officially announced, but it may be happening. Pyron, could I get that sound effect, please? There you go. Thanks. It was even better than I had to wait for it. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
No,
I just opened
fine.
up the side of my PC so maybe I thought it was maybe like a problem I can easily see. So that's why I was like.
No, it's totally fine.
The thing like this the whole
funny.
time.
I've got my own, so I could just pull out the. Yeah, little Witcher 3 quest completion music. That always works. Okay, but we've got some stuff to get into. It's a pleasure to have Bruce with us, and I can't wait to see what Green gets up into today. And I am extremely excited to talk about the final enemy, this Sahugan fortress. In our last session, the crew finally has made its way out of Saltmarsh and has been sent with a mission. The mission is as follows. Over the course of this campaign, if you've been following it from the beginning, you will know that there has been this growing threat that has been gathering about various coastal attacks, things happening in the community, strange goings-on that seem to be sort of odd and yet somehow connected. And what they've discovered is two things. One, that there is an imminent Sahuagin invasion of the coastal town of Saltmarsh and a lot of the surrounding area as well, that would probably lead to the destruction of Saltmarsh, and also the lizard folk, and also, a bunch of other creatures, the good allied forces, if you will, the sea elves and so on. But in addition, that there may be something behind the Sahuagin that has sort of unified them, because typically the Sahuagin are the sort of raider variety that are able to, do little raids and have like little warlords and stuff like that, but nothing that can assemble them as this kind of, elite and dangerous force. But that is exactly what has happened. And so, given that, the Council of Saltmarsh has finally concluded that this is a threat. Only took them until the end of the campaign to figure it out. And because of that, they have sent this party, these lucky few, which has proven that it's uniquely capable of handling this at the level 6 point, and have been sent to essentially infiltrate the Sahuagin fortress, which was previously a lizard folk fortress. The Sahuagin took it over, killed the people inside, and then sank much of the fortress beneath the waves. And so, not waves crashing against rocks, but actual waves. And so now the party is on its way to the fortress, where they have been asked to essentially gather information about the nature of the threat that the townsfolk face. That means looking at the troop sort of allotments. How many Sahuagin are we talking about? Who's in actually charge? Who is it that we should challenge? Can they maybe sabotage a couple of things on the way in and the way out, right? All these sorts of things. Without hopefully bringing the entire invading force of the Sahuagin down upon the 5 of these wonderful people, because though I have great admiration for their ability, I think it's going to be pretty difficult, to be fair, for them to stand up against the who knows how many Sahuagin that are getting ready to invade an entire coast. So instead of doing that, are little skirmishes possible? Probably. Is a big battle advisable? Probably not. And so the party is going itself with on a boat that is being rowed out of Saltmarsh by guards, basically bringing them up to the location of the Sahuagin fortress. Now, the party has been given some information about this fortress, about the entrance areas into the fortress, but otherwise, everything inside the fortress must be expected at this point to be different than what the lizard folk knew it as, because the Sahuagin at this point have had plenty of time to adjust it to their own capacity. At least initially, it should be said that at least initially, the top level of the fortress is not necessarily below the water. When they get down levels, though, then it's going to be a whole different matter, and they're going to have to figure out how to handle this, presumably by some magical means. But I have no doubt that they'll be able to do this, or it's going to be a very interesting part of the adventure where they're all going, so it'll be great. I'm sure they'll be able to address all of the fishiness that they would have. So with all of that said, let me fire up the music, and I'm going to hand things back over to the party. We're looking at, let's see, let's go with, not Desert Winds, I think with, let's go with that. Cool. And I'm going to hand things back over to the party with just this description, because I used it last time. And the description is, do I have my picture of... Oceana Sea Princes. I thought I had a picture of this someplace. Sorry, I also have a bunch of Beowulf images that I just had in my previous one. So, let's see. No, I guess I removed that. Oh, I know why. Because it's not in here. It's in Roll20. That would explain why I didn't see it. This right here is what was shown. And I believe if I pull that up, you'll be able to see it as well. Yes. So you can see the fortress here. There we are. You can see the Sahuagin fortress standing here, a rock outcropping thrusts up from the sea to form an island just offshore. It reckons to be 500 feet in diameter and is separated from the shoreline by a span of about 200 feet. And the guards who are moving you up the coast basically turn to you all as you get up here and say, well, all right, we've brought you as far as we're allowed to. From here, we got these rowboats to bring you in the rest of the way, and then you can make your way in. But we don't want to get any closer than this, they say to you.
You don't risk tipping off any scouts.
I mean, I'm not sure we do either, but all right. It's in the size of the thing? Jeez.
Can everyone swim? Hands up if you never learned to swim.
I mean, I can swim. I'm just, I don't love it. I can swim.
I just pull the mask on my cloak down and I'm like, I'm fine.
Does it have any indication? Does the cloak have any indication that it allows you to breathe underwater? Does it have like stitched in the lining, water breathing enabled or anything like that? Right.
Well, it's a grey shark
just
skin
dramatically,
looking. Well,
like put a cloak over your head.
I have.
I'm
It's just
fine.
sort of. Well, I've attached some like hooks into loops, and then done some sort of crude zip.
Okay, cool. Silver's just gonna go. Well, I'm gonna assume that's somehow magical.
So, assuming you all then do the rowboat thing, and you, as you approach the island, you're going to have a decision to make, which is how to actually enter the fortress. And I will bring you over to a map once you've made your decision about how you want to do this, because the island is bare of vegetation other than mosses and lichens and seaweed, and then an occasional clump of coarse grass. There's no wildlife that you can see, but there are a few clouds of insects. You might remember when you went into the lizard folk swamp, that there were a lot of, like, and you fought the big alligator and all that. There were things like this, but otherwise, there are no seabirds seen near the island. It's fairly devoid of life from out here. And as reported by the scouts, a long stone causeway leaves southward from the marshy coastline and crosses the entire span just above the waterline. So by looking south from the coast, you can see that it ends at a ledge with a set of large stone doors just beyond. So what you've basically been told is that there's more or less 3 ways that you could enter the fortress. The first is the only one that's visible from the surface, and that's the one that I just mentioned. That's a set of double doors that are at the end of a causeway that leads southward. That's also the only one that apparently is above sea level. The other entrances would be ones that are below sea level. One, a small cave that is 80 feet below those double doors, again, deep in the water. And the third is apparently an opening on the south side of the island. You'd have to sort of sail around it. Again, 80 feet below the surface, that leads to another area within the fortress. Those are the 3 that the scouts have told you are possible. But I do need to mention that in both of those cases, you can only see about 20 feet below the surface of your boat. So everything down there is heavily obscured. So the only one that's like surface level visible is the one that I mentioned, which is the area you can see in front of you on the causeway. Anything else is going to require, obviously, water breathing, some way of seeing underwater, and swimming down with whatever means you have necessary to make that happen. So that's what we're looking at. What would you folks like to do?
I mean, I'm gonna guess that's probably the most guarded door. Does anybody else think that might be a trap?
Well, the one above, but won't they want to be below the water? So why would they have all of their guards in the air?
Oh, I'm not a Sahugan.
I understand.
Silver just looks over at Brian.
Green also looks over at Brian.
Should I go and have a look?
Sure, you're the leader.
I'm not the leader.
You are now.
I can give you some backup.
I mean, we'll go with you, obviously, but like, as long as you're first.
I'm assuming you want me to go and have a look at the underwater entrance, as opposed to the one that we could all go and have a look at.
I mean, maybe.
It would make more sense for them to have the guards at the dry land part, because most people can't swim underwater.
That does
Underwater.
make more sense to me. Okay. I do have a glowy stone that Morthwill gave me, because I don't have dark vision. It's daytime, right?
It is daytime, yes. But as you can see, like, kind of afternoonish, with the sky sort of an orange behind the clouds.
Okay, and how deep is the entrance according to
80 feet.
8 feet?
80. 80.
80 feet. Okay, so I probably wouldn't be able to see that deep. Can I position my glowy stone where because I'm going to I'm going to do it, obviously.
Okay.
But my plan is to hug the coastline and use the stone very effectively to make sure I can stay close to the coastline, but not be seen
Okay.
from too far away.
Presumably, yes. I will point out that for anyone who is or is not going with you, that's because the Sahuagin are native to water, as the water genasi are too. But they may be able to see you faster than you can see them, especially non-water-based creatures might be the case. So just be aware that stealth is going to still need to be an issue even if you're swimming underwater, is what I'm saying. So just be conscious of that, including with your glowy stone. That's all.
Okay, yep, no problem. I'm also going to scrunch my face up and scream. Can you hear me? Silvo, I want to be able to talk to you if I get into trouble.
God, I forgot that was active. Yeah, he says using the telepathy, yes, I can hear you.
Okay, that's good to know.
I like that there are telepathy headphones, by the way. Like he's literally doing this. Oh, man.
I do
you wanna borrow
apologise if that
the,
was actually really loud for people.
No, it was great.
No, it's fine.
My goggles. Yeah, did you want to borrow my goggles for underwater? Because I've got natural dark
Actually-
vision, which might help, and it might help you if you also have dark vision underwater. Just a thought.
I don't have any kind of dark vision, but yes, anything so I can see things from a greater distance. And
Yeah, I'll give you 60 feet dark vision if you put them on, and I'll have my natural dark vision still.
okay, then I shall not use the glowy stone. I'll tuck that right away, and I'll put the goggles on.
Since sneaking seems to be... I don't know how you sneak underwater. Not being lit up seems like a good start.
It does feel like the right thing to do. In which case, yeah, I'm gonna like gird my loins, and yeah, I will say I will be back.
you wash 'em afterwards.
Give me, and I'm roughly calculating how long it's gonna take me to swim down stealthily, whilst checking my surroundings for 80 feet. Have as much of a look around as possible,
Okay.
and then come back. And if I'm not back in 15 minutes, then there's not really a lot you can do about it. But I'll stay in touch. And then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna every time, like every 5 feet or so, I'm going to be saying to Silvo, "You still hear me? Am I still in range?"
Yes.
Um,
Yep. Got it. Yep. She's.
I'm going to follow her
still-
down.
She's still alive.
Okay.
As my Cloak of the Manta Ray gives me underwater breathing and a move of 60 in the water.
Okay. So I need, as you head down, because I'm assuming you're trying to both stay quiet, yes?
Really, as quiet as possible. I'm also, because Morthwill might not be used to being in the water as me, and I've got a swimming speed of 30. I'm also going to help Morthwill, like, as far as like speed is concerned, without it becoming too much.
My speed's got a lot of sideways to it because I'm drifting. So
What was
it's
I
like
going to
doggy
say?
paddling.
Are you, so okay? So then I would like stealth checks from both of you, please.
Okay, now how would my armor work underwater while swimming for this? Because it usually gives me disadvantage.
It would. I think that since you've got the Cloak of the Manta Ray, I would assume that that covers that. I don't think it gives you advantage, but I think you just have a normal check then.
Okay, yeah, that's nice. Thank you very much. Okay, stealth roll.
I rolled a 20, not nat.
Okay.
It rolled at disadvantage about 5.
Okay.
Take the first one.
Okay. So, and now this is important too. There are 2 entrances, as I mentioned, essentially one at the northern side of the island, more or less right below the double doors that you can see from the surface, but like 80 feet down, or one entrance on the southern side of the island. That's also about that same distance below, but it's not near any double doors. It's on its own. So you've got surface level, and the ones you were checking out is the north and the south. North is the one that's directly below the double doors. South is on the other side.
I'd be inclined to do both, but start with the south, which might be less guarded.
Okay. Okay, so have you go around here. Okay. In that case, let me...
Just got a mental image of Sahuga with headphones on at the moment, just going, what's that?
Okay, give me 1 sec whilst I... Oh, is it? Wait a second. Hold on just a moment. There's a technical difficulty. Okay. I need that. I want that. I don't need that. Okay. Which means I should be able to do... Yes, good. All right. Okay. So we have there. Which means if I've done this properly... Okay. I think I've done this properly. All right. I'm going to move this. Okay, I'm going to do this and hope for the best. Yes, I was right. Haha. Okay.
It's all gone
So
dark.
perfect. Exactly what I want. This is what this is what you see. No. Okay.
We are eaten by a group.
Here we go. I'm going to bring you right here. So that spot, if you can pull your tokens onto here, which I think you're able to do, right? Or have you not been able to do that before and it was me doing it? Or
I don't think
It's always been a bit, sometimes it's worked, sometimes it hasn't. I'm trying to drag myself on, it doesn't seem to be doing anything.
okay, that's fine. I can copy and bring you over. So just a moment. And the rest of you are waiting, by the way, like in sort of off the rowboats, just off the land, like kind of waiting by the sort of the shore in close sight. Is that close proximity?
Yeah,
Is that
kind of.
is that accurate?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Green's keeping everyone calm. Imagine you're in a rowboat on a calm ocean. The waves are crashing around you. A war is coming to take everyone you love.
No, you got to work on your motivational speeches.
Okay. No, never mind that there is only at the moment. I'm going to move. Let me move aside Silvo and Waves
I'm
and Green.
I'm looking directly at Green and say,
Perhaps things are not as bad as they seem.
No, I've checked. They are.
Okay. So, there is here. So you as you're on your way down, you know, Brian, you were very like, you quietly move through water, and then you hear this. It's like this rhythmic. And then you look behind you and you see Morthwill pushing, like it's working, but it's you think if you were you're reminded vaguely of stirring a pot of oatmeal extremely loudly. So yeah, it's not the stealthiest experience you've ever had, but fortunately there doesn't seem to be anything down to the area where you are, which is probably good because you don't know how these other things would have kind of gone out of their way. Okay, which leads us to, just just make sure that I've got that set. That's correct. Okay. So when you come to the side, this sort of cavern here, you can see that there's an area that's kind of lit by almost luminescent, like bioluminescent, maybe moss or something like that, Brian and Morthwill. And as you get down to sort of side and you settle in quietly, Brian, with Morthwill like right behind, you get to the edge of the cavern, and you'd basically be about right here. You said you wanted to look in and kind of take a look and see what was there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is, if I can audibly hear Morthwill behind me, is there a way I can turn to them? Obviously, he's got dark vision, and basically sign stop swimming, and I'll pull you. So that I'm basically towing Morthwill towards.
That's embarrassing.
No one tosses a dwarf, but we're underwater. It's fine.
Morthwill, I would like an insight check from you, please, so you can know what it is Brian just signaled.
Okay. Oh, this isn't going to go well.
Pull him by his beard.
Oh, 17.
You think that Brian is telling you to stop swimming. You're pretty confident.
Okay, so I just sort of stop moving and drift to a halt.
Okay.
And I'm kind of towing him now, very gently and very, like, obviously no bad touching, and like in the
most respectful tugging you can for a
possible
co-worker.
way.
Yeah.
Morthwill's miming like tying it round his waist, like.
I can do that.
Tie myself onto it, may as well.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna tow him in like a barge.
I thought you meant the beard tied around your waist. I was like, wow.
I'm stocky, not fat, all right?
All right. So doing that brings you right to about the corner here. And if you wish, you can kind of look around through this bioluminescent cavern, if you want to do that, Brian, into what might be there. But it looks like an opening of about 20 feet leading up to this cavern beyond.
Okay. Yeah. I'm having a really, really good look around. I'm staying hyper alert, and then I'm obviously towing Morthwill around with me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing the whole hand signals, gonna look around, and I'm screaming at Silver, we have reached our destination. We're just going to have a small look around.
What's the range on this thing?
To be honest, I can't remember. Give me a second.
Because
I think you said it
probably
was
hear
a
me
mile
regardless.
once.
oh, if it's a mile, then that's fine.
Yeah, it's a mile. It's
Okay.
minimum
It
of
was
a
something
mile.
ridiculous, yeah.
That's
so
fine.
it's equal to my charisma modifier, so it would be 4 miles.
4 miles. Okay, well, you
Oh,
got
so
that covered.
4 miles.
So
Can't even run away.
that'll work.
She'll never stop.
She'll
talking
never
to
stop.
You.
Hey,
You'll never
come on.
escape that.
It will,
You
it
just
will
see
happen.
Silver
Ever.
go into like some sort of convulsion, and all of a sudden it's like they're there.
Do you want anything from the Wendy's while I'm here? So you, Brian and Morthwill, look around the corner. All right, chat. I want everyone to make sure they're looking. Now, you'll recall there was this moment when Brian said, I'm thinking maybe the southern area may be a little bit less occupied. So, this enormous cavern is an area that is bounded by a ledge to your north, and there are plain pillars supporting the roof above. And to your side, the area is sort of a natural sea cave. There are beds of seaweed growing along nearly every part of the south wall, and the walls and roof arch high above. In the center of the area of this cave, there's a flight of steps that leads up. And you are looking actually at the moment through a metal gate. There are many bulging canvas sacks that you can see that are along the northern wall up there. And there are, let me see, 45 Sahugin. There are 10 more Sahugin that seem to be mounted on strange seahorse-looking creatures, 7 enormous Sahugin, 4 Sahuagin that seems like they are outfitted for very deep diving, and then 2 Sahuagin that are holding basically staves. There are also, let me see if I can show a picture of these. There are, let's see, do I have this? There are also, yes, large finned creatures that look like shell sharks. So, basically, so if you put that together, it looks like you're looking at about 80 creatures, probably in this cavern. I can't.
You know that
you're muted.
scene
Oh, yeah.
in Shaun of the Dead when he walks up the ladder and then to see if there are any zombies around, and it's like, is the coast clear? And then walks back down. That's going to be kind of my reaction, but towing Morthwill away in the quietest possible way, whilst screaming to Silvo, "There's a few of them," but like not screaming this time. I am talking in the most whispery voice I can manage.
Jeff was just staying very still and letting the rope guide his movement.
I'm just like as quiet as possible.
As if you gave up, maybe Morthwill in the world. You're like, we don't.
He's just bobbing there
I
like
probably
this.
I caught enough of a glimpse from my position to be like,
Yep.
stay very still.
Straight back to the boat. Just go back to the town council. Abandon hope. You are all. You're done. Like you can't.
But yeah, making sure that we're not in any visual line of sight of anything. We're hugging rocks. I'm checking behind us for any noise and movement and things before going straight back to the others.
I would like a stealth check from you. I'm going to give it to you at -3. You are towing a dwarf behind you. Sorry,
Okay.
an artificer, a well-esteemed manta ray wearing, but still.
Right, this is stealth check, yeah?
Yes, wearing the water wings known as the manta ray cloak.
7 minus 3.
War wings.
7 -3, so a 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as you're sort of being very careful, there are a couple times where you hear like, and then, and you notice that you're accidentally, as you're tugging along, Morthwill is banging into the rock as you go along, and every time it happens, there's this like sonar pings, if you will, that are going through this. So you see after a little bit, so let's say we put you like, let's say if I put you here, you see a creature, one of these
This can only go well.
shell sharks, putting their noses at the gate and kind of like sort of staring balefully through the gate. You don't think they see you, but they definitely heard something outside.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't heard from them for a couple of minutes. I'm sure they're doing great.
They've
I did-
probably found, goodness me, 20 or 30 enemy warriors.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, there's bound to be
No
at least a
more
dozen or
than
so, a couple of
that.
dozen tops. You know what I mean?
I mean, I obviously said to Silvo lots, but I didn't specify what lots was.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna like book it as fast as I can, dragging Morthwill behind me
Whilst,
back to the boat.
so are you coming back to the boat now?
Yes.
Whilst that is, well, actually, I should probably ask.
No,
about
like
this.
corkscrewing behind. Just
Yeah,
just
yeah,
a second.
He's like, I
anything
realized I
happen to
miscounted,
them?
by the way. There's 77 creatures in that cavern.
Oh yeah, no, that's a grave error of judgment on
Yeah,
your
sorry,
on
I
your
just wanna
part.
make clear.
Yeah, absolutely. Any more than 10 would eliminate us. Let's put it that way.
Hey, hold this.
I have no idea how fast my heart's going after that reveal.
Does anything happen to them on the way back to the boat?
No, nothing
Okay.
follows them.
Apart from me screaming, "We're coming back! We're coming back!
Yeah.
We're coming back!"
I'm just going to ask Green and Waves. Can you guys swim and or breathe underwater?
I can hold my breath for 1 hour. I do not have a swimming speed defined anywhere.
That's a weird way of putting it, but okay.
I
enough.
refuse to be defined by
Yeah.
my swimming speed.
Swim speed's just same as your regular speed usually, without modifiers.
I'll see if I can find it.
I can't remember.
Sorry,
Yeah.
making you look stuff up now.
Oh
I
no.
think as a water genasi, my swim speed is specifically 30 because I'm a water genasi.
Yeah, like I get the 60 if I've got the hood up on my cloak and the water breathing.
It looks like it is the same. Your swimming speed is the same as your walking speed. Yeah.
Cool. Waves? Waves, can you swim and or breathe underwater? You can't. Wait. Let me ask you this one. Can you swim? Okay, that's a yes. I look over to Green. I'm learning Kenku. Can you breathe underwater? All right. I got a plan. Can I?
What did that one mean?
That means no. May I? And I go. I put my arm near both of your shoulders.
I also put my arm near your shoulder.
Yeah, so put my hand on your shoulder. Green, can I put my hand on your
my
shoulder?
hand on your shoulder.
It's as
So
clean.
quick prestidigitation on your hand.
Yeah, thought that would be the case. He sort of closes his eyes for a second, tries to block out the "There's lots of them! There's lots of them! We're coming back to the boat!" from his brain, and he sort of says a couple of words, and then he takes his hands and sort of places them very gently on the sides of your neck, and suddenly you feel like a warmth. And then he opens his eyes and goes, "Right, I'm pretty certain that has worked. You should now, all three of us should now be able to breathe underwater for about 24 hours."
Green's
I look
gonna
at
put
Silver
his
and
head
say-
over the side.
Excellent. I didn't want to do that.
I
Can
look at Silver and say, "That was the
Amazing.
best ribbit I could find."
I got to be honest with you. I've been practicing it for a while. You have no idea how many rabbits I nearly drowned doing this. No idea. But I'm glad it's worked. Right, yeah. For mechanically, water breathing, I'll knock a spell slot off. Water breathing, 24 hours. Spell grants up to 10 willing creatures within range the ability to breathe underwater.
I look at Silver and try to convey that although I can now breathe underwater, I don't see that I want to go down there where apparently all the enemies are.
Yeah. Well, if we are, maybe knocked down there, I'd rather us all be able to survive underwater. Because I don't know about you, I'm not the biggest fan of not being able to breathe underwater. Tried it once, didn't go very well.
Green's
We remember
gonna...
we had to give you mouth to mouth. Obviously, I didn't say that because I'm still swimming up with Morthwell. Before Morthwell and I become visible to anyone looking for us over the boat, I want to stop and untie the rope and give Morthwell a thumbs up and say we won't tell anyone, basically. I think it's like our secret. And then we'll appear at the surface of the water together.
Doing a clumsy breaststroke now.
Synchronized swimming style. Okay.
Yeah, okay, well, guess we're getting on board the boat and...
Help them back on the boat, to be honest with you. So, sounds like it went well. Maybe that's not the entrance for us.
There's lots.
There's a lot. So many.
I didn't
Like
get
all
a
of
chance
them.
to count, but at least 76.
Oh, man, that's a lot.
That's more than 20 or 30, I think.
That's more than a few. Yep, that's several lots. That's what
That is not my theorized lesser guarded side entrance.
Yeah. So that was the just quick table moment. Was that the closest entrance or the furthest entrance?
Furthest entrance.
That's the south entrance, the one that's not below the double doors.
Okay, cool. Because there's the double doors, the one below the double doors, which is the tiny cave, and then the one at the south.
Yep, that's right.
Door number 2, the one under the doors.
Pointing
I'm-
upwards because
You
considering that the Sahuagin apparently are underwater, let's go overland.
Was there just Sahuagin there?
We could
no,
have allies or slaves, prisoners.
no, it wasn't just Sahuagin. There was some sharks.
Oh.
There was
Oh.
There was some big Sahuagin.
Oh. Maybe we should go with Wave's idea. Maybe we should try the bit where the air breathers would
I
put
feel
them
like
on.
if we anchor the Sahuagin under there, that's all gonna be a thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the
Should
cloak
I-
worked.
And we're not here to pick a fight. I'm just going to put it out there. We're definitely not here to pick a fight. We're here to document, recon. If there's anything super shiny, maybe take that with us as a souvenir. But other than that, we're here just to document and recon.
With
Sabotage
that
if there's
in
an opportunity,
mind-
but
Sabotage, yes,
that's not sabotage. That's suicide.
Yes.
Right?
With
That's
this
like
in mind, perhaps we should look through the second underwater door before we enter the air door.
Yes, that's probably a good shout.
It does sound wise. I mean, although it seems like it could be the main entrance, judging by the sheer volume of creatures at the southern entrance, I'm really hoping that it's not the main entrance.
There'll probably be no more than 20 or 30.
Hopefully not. I'm going to turn to Morthwell and say, do you want to come for another swim?
Yes. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty. I only tested this thing out in my bathtub and in the shallows back in town because we didn't have time for anything more thorough. But the deeper test definitely worked. So, look, just need to work on
Yeah.
that technique a little bit, right?
That's a good shout, actually. Silvo turns to Morthwell and goes, that, and motions to his hood. That lets you breathe
Yeah, I'll lift it
underwater,
up.
doesn't it?
It's like,
That
yes,
lets you breathe
it passes
underwater. Okay,
when you seal up the hood. It passes a
Yeah.
magical field through the skin, and it traps a bubble of air right here, where my
Okay.
pie hole is.
Excellent stuff.
Oh, my air hole, more importantly.
I may have figured out how to let us breathe underwater magically. So me, Waves, and Green can now breathe underwater as well for probably at least the next some time. Do you know what I mean? So I just wanted to make sure that definitely worked underwater.
Ah, yeah, sounds
So
right,
we'll-
Grant. Yeah, I can
Excellent.
only do myself, I'm afraid.
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I cast guidance on Morthoil by reminding him that when you are down in the dark and the water is above you, the deeper you go, the darker and lonelier and more crushing is the weight. I hope that
Reminds
helps.
me of home. Just trading the mountains for the water.
I'm
Still
glad to
pressure.
help.
Still able to crush you.
I like the idea that
I
you
need
do
a
that,
pint.
and everybody else around you is just giving you this horrified expression. But Morthwell's just like,
He's
yes,
seen stuff. He's like a 280-year-old dwarf.
Yep.
He's seen stuff in the mines.
1,000 stone stare. So okay, so you are all checking out then or is it just Morthwell and Brian are checking out the
I'm not
northernmost underground, or are you all checking out the underground?
They did
Wow.
so well the first time,
Yeah,
you know.
no. Less stealth checks, the better, people. let's be realistic about this.
Rolling the correct number of dice would have helped me on that one as well. Although I would have rolled the 5 if I'd rolled that.
Yeah. So, but are we heading to the north one or the underground one, or are we doing the top one?
I think we're doing
Uh,
water.
The little cave. So are we doing? We're going to check the little cave first, but then we'll do the door afterwards.
Oh, if we're going into if we're all doing scouting, why don't we split the party?
It's an amazing idea.
What could go wrong?
What
we can
could
cover both
possibly happen?
entrances in
Yeah,
half the
what
time.
could possibly go wrong?
I'm just saying.
I have a note that last time I asked about like where the entrance to the fortress was. Can I, from the information I got back then, which of the 3 that we have, like 2 underwater and 1 above water, Which one of those is the original entrance?
The original entrance is the one that was, well, no, I take that back. I was going to say it would have been the one that's currently visible, but that's not the case because they sunk it. So probably the original one would have been the cavern that you just saw. That would have been the original. They sunk
the damn fortress?
They sank the fortress, the last 2 floors of it, yep. That implies that some powerful thing may have happened? What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it really means that it shows to me that they really want to be underwater. We should not go there first.
All right. What? How do you explain that to us?
Yeah, I wonder how. I think I'm just gonna watch you all go into the water and wait, because...
Really?
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna try to mime a Sahugan. And I'm gonna point down, and then I'm gonna make a choking thing, like... and point
it's
towards
okay,
the door.
You can breathe. No, you can breathe underwater, it's fine.
I look at Silver with murderous intent, and then I point towards the door.
I think I got that one wrong.
And then I look hopefully at Mothwell.
Big thing with teeth. Down there. Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. We could drown.
She's gonna choke us.
I can't deny that, but it's not what I was looking
Christmas
for.
Is the time for charades. Happy December, everyone.
Is she hungry?
I point down and say...
It's dangerous.
Okay. Then I point down again and say...
Oh!
And then... Yes, that is very good.
It's a video game.
Then I point down again and say...
No! Not good! Stop! No!
Okay. And then I point towards the door that is above water and look happy.
I think
Can I ask how a kangaroo looks happy?
Lots of teeth.
I think Waves wants you to be very careful.
We can be very careful. I mean, I don't think any of the entrances are going to be particularly safe. This is where all the
down there
bad
is
things are.
Well, I'm an intruder down there. Maybe not yourself, Brian. Don't know too much about the Genasi, but you're probably more at home there than someone such as myself, as you may have noticed.
It takes some getting used to. It's absolutely fine. Do you want me to go and have a look down there? Just a quick peek around the corner.
I'm thinking maybe up top we've got a bit more of an advantage based on what I saw down there. I mean, you step on a sea urchin, next thing you know, you're going to have a kraken on you.
Well, yes.
I don't know how it works down there, but sooner or later.
Our
Things
job
escalated.
is recon.
So we have recon underwater is bad. We don't know if above water is bad. Let's.
I mean, if we, I hate that I'm suggesting this. I don't really know where my head's at with it. I could be able to breathe underwater and also be invisible.
Me too.
Amazing. So, I mean, if you don't want to go in the cave for fear of it being dangerous, I could go and have a look in the cave and then come back. We know what's in the cave, and then we'll go in the main door.
I think it's very important that we know what is immediately at each of the entrances as part of our recon.
Yes.
I agree.
Silvo looks over to Brian. What do you think?
I don't like the idea of you going down there alone.
I don't like the idea of me going down there alone. That's why I didn't want to
Bryce
suggest it.
get a point. I was there. I got a good eye for-
I'll swim halfway there with him.
But I can speak to you through my mind.
Okay, how about I go?
Could reach
like,
him
I
quickly
think
in
Green's
an
got a good.
emergency.
Green's got a good idea. If I go within, I don't know, 30 foot of the entrance, I can get there pretty quickly if Silvo needs help. Does that sound like a good idea?
But if you need help and you need us, you're the only person who can do the head thing.
No, that's definitely not true. It's just I've left that open for some unknown reason.
Everyone can do the head thing. It's just that I keep doing it like without
Can we?
letting Silvo know.
I have to think about who to talk to.
The deep ocean.
I don't think that's how it works. I don't really understand it. It's a little bit like most magic. I don't think that's how it works. I have to think about that person and speak to them, and then they can talk back, but only one at a time.
Oh, I've got to make me one of those. Makes a note in his notebook.
Yeah.
I wonder if that actually works with Kenkus.
I think, honestly, I think we talked about this, and I think it would just be a case of you would be able to repeat the stuff you've already heard to me.
Okay, I stare at Silvo and I'm gonna play bagpipes in your head.
Which at this point does nothing because I'm connected to Brian.
Still trying.
Somehow
I'm not
you have
stopping.
transcended the game, however, and now you're playing bagpipes. Your psychic ability has penetrated all of the players.
It's broken free of the table at this point.
No, the
I need
thing
you to
is,
make a stealth check at -50.
if I'm still connected to Silvo, but I can hear Waves playing the bagpipes, does that mean that I can?
I want to do that to a villain so
Can
bad.
I
Check that's the head.
let Silvo hear the
Congratulations.
bagpipes through my head?
No.
I don't think it.
I'm going to
We're on
overrule
the
that.
verge of
No.
discovering public radio here. Come on, we're up to something.
I do love the idea of you playing, if it were the other way, playing bagpipes through Waves, and then Waves would be just like, here's what it sounds like. You know, like this is what I'm hearing.
How well can you copy sounds, Waves?
No one better.
You really want to know how well I can copy sounds? I can copy sounds like really, really well.
Wow. I'm just saying that's going to come in very handy, especially if we need someone to
mean-
draw some attention with some bagpipes.
I mean, listen to me. Who do I sound like?
Brian the Bloodthirsty.
I mean, that's perfect.
Wow. Just amazing.
He's perfect.
Right, so Silvo's going to turn back to Brian now that Waves has stopped trying to inject bagpipes into his head and say, so, like, I honestly, I don't mind if you go. I don't really mind. I got to be honest, I don't like the idea of going in there anyway. However, if there are a lot of lots in there, it probably makes sense to have something that is invisible, having a quick nosy around the corner so they don't go, oi, who's that?
I mean, you're right. They did have sharks down there. I don't know how they get on with invisibility, but sharks.
He turns over to Brian. Can sharks see invisible?
Well, but they
in
can
your
smell
experience?
You taste blood.
I'll
I mean,
smell
you
that
do
first.
bleed quite easily.
I mean, well, but I gotta get cut first, right? I don't think I'm cut. I don't think I'm bleeding. Listen, there's a lot of reasons why I shouldn't be doing
It's just a lot of luck, and after seeing that I don't even know if it was the main hall, that hall. That's luck I don't feel like pushing myself. Just saying. Just want to make sure you're making an informed choice. It's your choice, but
I do think we need to know what's in there at the very least. Not go in there, but at least you know from going to that other cave, there's a lot of them. Now, are there also a lot of them in that other cave?
Yeah.
Are there prisoners? Are there storehouses? Are there traps?
I point at the tip of the spire and go, I'm kind of reckoning the prisoners might be up somewhere like that. It's where I'd put them, somewhere like this. Either that or a throne room.
I'm gonna.
It's a lovely insight into your prisoner keeping mentality, but aside from that,
Go ahead, Brian.
I'd like to ask Silvo. Brian would like to ask Silvo. If you needed to cast magics, would you need to talk? Because you might find that tough underwater.
Silvo. Oh no, he was going to do something then, but he won't. I don't think so. No, I have cast magic before without saying anything or using any items or making any hand motions. It's just a little bit more difficult than being able to actually like do the wavy magic hand stuff, but I can do it.
Okay, I would still feel more comfortable if I went with you or if I went instead of you.
Hell, I have seen you defend us from quite a lot of stuff. I would prefer you to go instead of me. However, I am probably the only one of us that could go completely invisible at will. And that feels like it's a useful skill at this point.
It does feel useful. I'm gonna look at the others.
I do hate that I'm suggesting this. But if we're going to get paid, we need to know what's in all of these entrances.
Green leans over to Waves and like whispers, I hate it when Mum and Dad are arguing.
I nod sagely.
Although that makes me feel weird because Silvo's a teenager.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
I didn't hear, so I'm not going to comment on it. Okay, but you have to talk to me all the way there.
Okay.
And tell me what's down there, and you have to talk to me all the way back. And if there's any sign of trouble,
okay,
then I will be there as fast as I can.
Okay, agreed.
So
are we going or am I going?
Well, if you go, then you're keeping in touch with me all the way down.
Yes.
And all the way back.
Agreed. Yes. Okay. Yes. I will go then.
Which means you're going to the northernmost, right? The one that's below.
The little
Just
cave
to have a
over the door.
peek and see if there's any
Yes.
creatures there.
All
Not to
right.
engage.
Does this last? This lasts up to an hour. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Silvo is going to reasonably gingerly lower himself into the water. There's no like swan dive or splash or anything like that. He's going to lower himself into the water and start swimming. Actually, first of all, he's going to take his coat off because that's got all his good stuff in it. And then he's going to lower himself into the water. His coat and his boots because he doesn't like having wet feet.
Okay.
His coat and his boots, and then he's going to get into the water and start swimming towards the little cave. He has dark vision. Does that help underwater?
It really is that it's heavily obscured, not by dark. I mean, although that's part of it, as much as it is by sand and fish and like just a variety of things that are sort of obscuring your view. So you can kind of make it out, and the dark vision might help a little bit with that. But at least out here, your vision's a little bit affected by just the disturbances in the water.
Okay. And how far away is the cave?
It is 80 feet below these double doors. So
Okay.
if you go sort of like swim around pretty close to where you are now,
Yeah.
and then go down, then I can bring you to...
Yeah, he's going to take a second to get used to the whole, being able to breathe under, having gills thing all of a sudden because of breathe underwater. But once the initial sort of like, oh my God, I think I'm drowning passes, then he's like, oh no, I'm okay. I'm all right, actually. So he starts swimming.
Okay. It takes you a little while to get down there. I assume also you're trying to be stealthy in your swimming, like you're not trying to do the...
he's an okay swimmer. He used to work on the docks in Seaton, so he knows how to swim pretty nimbly, but he's not like proper splashing around or making a lot of motion.
Okay, I would like you to make a stealth check for me, please. I think I'm going to give this to you at -1.
Okay.
This is little high level, though not quite what Worthwell was dealing with.
Where's my character sheet? There's my character sheet. Stealth check, yeah?
That's right.
19.
Yeah, you're able to make it down without any problem, actually.
Oh, sorry, minus. Did you say -1? 18.
18, yeah, that's fine. You're able to make it without too much of a problem. And as you get down to this, you can see you come to a small opening, which is basically where you were told by the scouts that the cave was. And right about here is where it opens up into a little bit of a room, but you would need to get closer to actually see it.
Okay. Silvo he probably should have cast this before getting into the water, but he's going to cast invisibility on himself. However, because he can't use any verbal commands, he is going to spend sorcery points to do it. So part of the aberrant mind focus is psionic sorcery allows him to spend sorcery points to cast a spell, and then you can cast it without doing anything. Basically, the spell just happens. So I'll make a note and I'll knock those off in a second. But he is now invisible.
All right, let me see that roll. Oh, you already did. You already made that there. So okay, that sounds good. And then are you like peering around the corner then?
So now he can breathe underwater. He's completely invisible, so he's just going to peer around the corners. Can I move this
Yes,
token?
you should be able to. I think.
I'm just going to go there. So he's going to go here first, and then he's going to see what's there. He's also going to talk to Brian as well. He's going to say, "Right, I'm invisible, and I can see a cave entrance. I'm just going to have a very quick look inside."
Be really, really, really careful.
Okay, will do.
As you look through the door, a couple of things come to mind. The first, or that you sort of note, the first is this is a pretty small chamber, and there is a passage which leads out of the room and heads to the south. The one thing that I want to note here is that this, now you haven't seen what Brian and Morthwill saw, but this seems to be much more like rough-hewn and in line with what you saw in the lizard folk lair, rather than what they saw at the back of the cavern that they were looking at. Now, they probably described this in some detail, but basically the back of the cavern they were looking at looked very, worked stone, smooth stone, like very sort of precise construction. This is not like that. This looks older and it looks more rough in the design of the walls. But otherwise, there's not a whole lot going on here, except that there's this passageway extending out here to the south.
Okay. I will bob into here, having a quick look around these two corners. Just to see if there's any traps or like spikes or gates or anything like that.
Make a investigation check for me, please.
Investigation. 7.
Perfectly safe.
Looks fine.
Yep.
Looks totally fine. Yeah. So he's going to go forwards because he thinks it's totally safe.
Okay. Also, I should note, by the way, that your dark vision is what's allowing you to see here, because there are no lights in the walls at all here. And no bioluminescent moss either.
It's still quite murky water, isn't it?
Yes.
So like it's still going to be like...
You could, but yes, but not as much here though as it was outside in terms of it's not as turgid and like no, that's not turgid. It's not as turbulent, so that means you don't have as much like silt and everything being kicked up. So that means that it's more just dark, but you have dark vision to let you see through some of that.
Yeah, lovely stuff. So does this look very natural? Is this like a natural cave?
Yes,
okay,
it does.
Sweet. Okay, yeah. So he's going to go here. He's just going to check this entrance here just to make sure there's nothing untoward.
Okay, investigation please.
Check. 6, perfectly safe. Going forwards. God, it's Urash all over again with his trap finding.
Okay.
Okay, he's going to go to this point and then peek around the corner.
Okay, when you look here, you can
at this point, I'm gonna, because obviously Silvo is, I'm assuming, telling me that he's going further down these passages, and I'm going
I
to.
didn't, but yeah.
Well, I'm constantly asking for updates.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What can you see? Where are you going? How far are you in? Like,
giving you constant updates, Mum. Don't worry about it.
Did you get gas?
And at some point, when Silvo is like telling me he's going further down these passages, I'm going to say, "Don't go too far."
I'm not. Don't worry about it. I'm not. There's not. I don't think there's much further to go. It seems like a really thin passage. I don't think this is where the Sahuagin have been and come. I think this is more like a natural cave opening. So honestly, I don't think I've checked. I've checked quite thoroughly for traps. I haven't found any. So I'm all right. It does wind a little bit. So I am just gonna. And again, don't forget, completely invisible, being very stealthy. I am just going to have a quick look just to see where this goes, because this could lead somewhere either safe or, it could lead us to, like, maybe there's a hole or like a barracks or something like that. As soon as I can identify what's there, I'm out.
Don't forget all the traps. In the last dungeon we went into, ask Green.
Yes, no, absolutely. I'm looking up as well. I'm looking up. I'm looking down. I'm making sure all the walls are safe. As he's saying this, he is going to start sort of making his way down this corridor.
Okay.
I would say probably about here, unless anything happens before this point. He's just going to check the walls above him and below him as he's saying this.
I would like an investigation check there.
10.
Totally safe. Yep.
Yeah, fantastic. And then he'll try and make his way to about here.
And here I would like another stealth check, please.
Lovely. Stealth 16. Okay. Wait, -1 or not? Because he's moving quite slowly at the minute,
I guess inside here I would say no, because you don't know this. So no, just the regular.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Yeah.
Again, move very quietly. When you get here, you see something a little odd though, Silvo, because right down here, the passageway ends at what looks like a stone slab that has been either pushed or battered or something like that from the other side. And you think, like the other side, by which I mean like over here. And you think, maybe, that you could get to and possibly push the slab aside. But it definitely has been dislodged from what it used to be.
Okay. I'm going to relay to Brian. Right. There's a very small blockage in the way, but I can probably see round it if I maneuver myself carefully. I'm going to keep talking to you as I do this, okay?
Do not move anything.
I'm not moving anything. I'm just...
Being invisible means that no one knows you're there. If you start moving stuff around or looking round things, then you might be heard.
Honestly, not gonna move a thing. Not gonna move a thing.
Not gonna move
just
a
gonna
thing.
just gonna move closer to it to see if I can see around it. Not gonna move a thing. I promise I'm not gonna move a thing. The Silver gets here. He does look around it to see if he can see any cracks where this slab has been and see if he can see through anywhere.
You do think that you can move it a little bit, and as I'm going to zoom in just a bit so we can kind of get a nice view here so we can see what Silvo sees. As you look around the door, it looks like you just have to slightly pull a bit to kind of get a better view. Just a bit on the door is what you'd have to do.
Can you not see if
Or
it's
slab.
the wait? Is this a?
It's like a
stone block? Tell me,
slab. It's sort of a slab, you think, but it was
does
obviously
it look
meant.
cut or?
Yes, but it looks like it's been like pushed or pulled or battered. Like you can see little bits or pieces of stone on the ground and floating around nearby it. So it looks like it's been pushed or battered at some point.
Don't you do it. Don't you move it. I've told you not to move it.
I'm not moving anything. I'm not moving anything. I'm just seeing if I can see around. There appears to be what looks like a stone slab blocking this passageway. Silvo's gonna listen really carefully at this slab to see if he can hear anything.
I'd like a perception check, please.
I shall give you my attempt at a perception check. It's a 4. I hear nothing.
You hear nothing. You do, however, sense there's something like you can't quite make it out. There's something that's that's sort of floating just out of your vision, silently floating, not moving, on the other side of this slab. You're pretty sure.
Okay, I think I don't. I'm saying this to Brian. I don't hear anything, but I think there's something on the other side of this. It could be a body.
Come back now. Turn
I'm
around.
I'm
and
gonna. Don't
quietly,
worry.
quietly, come back.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna. Silver's gonna take one more attempt to listen to see if he can hear anybody talking specifically.
Okay, go ahead and do that.
Can I do another perception check?
Yes, please.
Okay, that was a nat fail.
You
He
hear
hears
even less.
Less than nothing.
Water in the ears.
Excellent. No, he made a promise. If I hadn't have stupidly said the word promise, he probably would have gone, I'm not going to touch anything. I'm not going to touch anything. He's going to touch the rock. But he is going to start making his way back here.
Okay.
Okay.
Be quiet.
He's being very quiet. I'm just speeding this up for the sake of time.
Okay.
And he's going to make his way back to the boat.
Okay.
Because he's a good scout.
And you are back at the boat.
All right, splashes out of the water. Obviously, he's been telling Brian that he's on his way back as he says that. Right, so he gets out, says to us, right, sort of shakes himself out a bit like a dog, then puts his jacket back on and starts putting his boots back on. Right, very small cave. Very small, very natural looking cave. Doesn't feel like that is used for anything. Actually, if anything, that feels like it's been blocked off so that it's not used, but blocked off from the inside. Wait, I'm right in saying that, aren't I? Oh. Yeah, it's been blocked off from the inside. So either that's where someone used to use, like used to be an entrance of some sort, maybe a trade entrance or something like that, or an emergency escape entrance or something, but there's no guard, there's no traps, there's nothing to suggest that's a military position. If anything, that would be a weak point. So something, there's something in there, but I don't know what it is. I couldn't hear talking. I couldn't hear what would be considered to be like.
Sounds like a trap.
He looks over at waves.
Are you
and...
absolutely sure there were no traps?
Oh yeah, 100% safe. I checked.
Looks
like
you right
4 or 5
deep
times.
in the eyes to see like the depth of your conviction.
Yeah, the thing about shit rolls is he believes that there are no traps
Absolutely.
there whatsoever.
Hey, Grin's like,
He
Grin
knows.
trusts this. He's like, thank you for checking so thoroughly.
0 traps, friend. In fact, I would say if there's a way in for you, that is the way in for you, because it is as safe as it can be.
All right, I'll see you all later then.
Right. I think if we were going to sneak in, that's a viable option if we wanted to sneak in. But again, I don't think I could move that block without it making a noise. Now there may be, and he sort of leans very gingerly on Brian, some of us with the upper body strength to maybe leverage to move it quietly. However, that is not me.
That does sound like it might be the way in, especially with how safe it sounds. But we ought to check all the entrances before we try and infiltrate. So maybe we
Agreed.
should check the above ground entrance very quietly before we decide which is the. It sounds like Wade wants to go and check the entrance above
Either that or
ground.
somebody just won an award.
Although I think that might be an applause for Silvo for such a successful mission.
I'm such a good scout. I'm definitely going to ask for more money from Anders for that. Quick question does my coat go invisible when I put it on?
Yeah,
because I wasn't wearing it when I cast invisibility.
No, if you put something that you're wearing on your body, it would become invisible as a part of it.
Okay, cool. So as I came off onto the ship, you basically saw this big sort of shaky motion of water coming off something humanoid, and then a coat whip its way on and then disappear, and then shoes one by one disappear. All right, let's check out the door.
All right.
Okay.
So this
take
one's
it
the
then.
top. This is the top one, right? This is the surface level one that we're looking at.
Yes.
Okay.
But as sneaky as possible, especially since we know that there's crocodigators and all kinds of things.
Oh God, none of the
As
crocodile.
we're approaching, I'd like to do a ritual casting of detect magic,
Okay.
so that I have that cast, but without using a spell slot, so I can cast that as a ritual as an artificer.
Okay, that'll take about 10 minutes, right?
Yep. The 10 minutes of just assembling a detector box and screwing everything together.
Okay.
And then, as long as nothing happens in the meantime, I will have that for the next 10 minutes. For free. I like ritual casting. I wish I'd remembered that 3 years ago that I had it.
The power of ritual casting. Okay. So, when you get up to here, and this is where people can... Oh, wait, that's right. I need to bring you all with me. Taking you all with me. Okay, we're going to do... Grab all of you from here. Not going to grab the shell sharks.
Oh, good.
And I'm going to put you all here.
Fish out of water's okay, surely.
Me.
Okay.
Just a shell shark just flopping.
It uses splash. It's not very effective.
Yeah.
Okay, there we are. Now you're all set. Okay, so you are standing, and you actually probably should stand and not plunging to your death as I currently have you. You should be standing on this rock ledge, if you can do that for me. So you are standing on a rock ledge about 30 feet wide. Ahead, set into the vertical rock surface, there's a pair of large stone doors that you can see right here that are each about 10 feet high and 5 feet wide. The surface of the door is featureless, with no visible handles, except for a rectangular aperture, which is 6 inches wide by 4 inches high, cut in the center of the left-hand door, about 6 feet above ground level.
The amulet that is currently that we used to, or I used to control the dead.
Mm-hmm.
What shape was it?
I believe that was carved like a sun. It definitely does not look like this type, this kind of size or shape. I also should mention that there is a flat metal plate that you can see is covering the aperture from the inside. So the aperture is kind of like, recessed into the door, and then behind it is that metal plate. So you are looking at the outside of this thing that the aperture goes in, and then the metal plate is behind it.
Doesn't that look like one of those "who's there" holes that people put in a door to you?
Aye.
There must be some kind of external key to get in this way.
How much do we all know about the Sahugan? Are they
bit fishy.
What time of day is it?
It is late afternoon.
Are they nocturnal? Are they going to be asleep?
They are not particularly nocturnal.
Oh, okay. I hear a voice from a god somewhere. They're not particularly nocturnal.
I beg your pardon. I never asked for that. I was giving you the information that you would actually probably know.
It's when your brain does that, when you mid-question, you're like, oh, no, that was the answer.
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. Everyone's got an Arv in their own head.
Well, we need to find out as much as we can about this fortress. This is why we're here. So I'd like to meticulously check all of the rocks and everything surrounding this entrance.
Okay.
To see if there's any...
Everywhere that you touch, you see it's already sparkling clean as you reach your hand to it.
Which should reveal if there are any recesses that look uniform enough to possibly be a key. Keyhole, should I say?
Let's investigation, please.
Investigation. Okay. Da, 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 da. 6.
Perfectly safe. No, I'm just kidding. You weren't looking for traps. You do not see anything that is key-like around here. Or, frankly, anything that looks obviously lock-like either.
Okay.
I think it's one of those things where you knock on it and they put it aside and they go, "Who are you?" before they let you in.
I don't think
that sounds
they'll
like a
let
bad
us
idea.
in.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, this isn't the time
there's
for
like,
diplomacy.
No.
So there's a hole, and then there's like a metal plate on the other side.
Yes, and it's 6. The aperture itself is 6 inches wide, so pretty good size wide, and 4 inches high, and it's like, recessed, sort of like, if you can imagine it, it's raked back, right? And then behind that is the metal plate.
All right. Can Green put his finger in and try and like fingernail scrape the metal plate
metal?
to see if it
You could.
if it just poke it very gently to see if it like moves or if it's like fixed in place.
I would like. Are you trying to do this quietly?
Yeah.
I would like you to make a stealth check, please.
All right.
You
Yeah,
know,
I was gonna say
It's just-
Silver
I would
hides,
like to
but
take
he's
this
invisible.
opportunity to take out my crossbow and aim it at where the doors would open if
Okay.
they would suddenly open and smash our turtle in the face.
Okay,
God.
that's a 1. So you know that nails along the chalkboard? Yeah, exactly.
You're all standing there around Green. It's like,
Why would you do
Well,
that?
So
I'm certainly
suddenly
glad I'm
from
not visible.
inside, you hear something speaks from inside in a language that I don't know if any of you actually. What languages do you all speak? I need to know that.
Sploosh. Silver jumps in the water.
Aquan, Celestial, Common, Primordial.
Okay, that's not it.
Common, Elven, and Deep Speech.
Nope.
Nope.
No one
Common
else.
and Auron.
Nope.
Dwarven and common, no chance.
And what do you have, Brian?
I'm trying to find it.
The language list just says whatever you need.
We need flayers. That's what we need.
Snablefish.
We need flayers.
It's Fire.
I can't find it. Hang on a second.
I think you speak Primordial, don't you? Is that like the most exotic language you speak?
Just-
Common and primordial with an Aquan dialect.
okay. So yeah, this is none of those. And again, you hear. It's a gruff
Alright.
voice.
Green's gonna just walk sideways away so that if the thingy opens, that they'll just look and see nothing. He's just gonna.
Yeah. What are the rest of you
I-
like? Yeah, go ahead. Wait.
I'll bark loudly.
And you hear. And then you hear some muttering from behind. The metal. Now, where are all of you standing?
I
not
jumped off
in
with
line of
Silver. We're
sight.
back
In
in
the
the
water.
water.
In the
to
water,
the
head underneath.
side, really
still
like pressed
standing to the
against the
side.
stone.
I'm still standing to the side with my crossbow at the ready.
Are you out? Okay, so you just left out.
Just bailing.
Yeah,
As soon
no.
as the
Silver, you are
screech went out, I
invisible.
bailed.
Yeah, I know. What if they can see invisibility?
So Green is off to the side. I see. Brian, you're off to the side. It looks like with Green.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And then
I'm not diving into the water and leaving Green and Waves up here alone, but I'm not in line of sight of the door.
gotcha. And then
You could
Waves.
just push Green into the water. Just saying.
Waves. When you move out of the way, so are you? I know you had your crossbow out. Are you still
Yeah.
within sight line of the metal plate?
I'll try to like flat myself against the rocks so they don't see me directly, but
Stealth check,
yeah!
just for you.
Why am I so happy about that? I don't even have stealth.
You can do it.
I just realized that I had a really useful spell for seeing through doors.
Oh, really? Well, so the so I guess Waves, you are flattening yourself. So you're flattening yourself like this, and you're not trying to like look like towards the door, right?
Well, I've got a beak, so to be flatter, I have to turn my head sideways.
Okay. So you're
Fair,
like
fair.
you're like this, and then you're like this. So you're staring towards the door.
Yeah, like.
Gotcha. So you hear and the metal plate slides open. And then you hear, no longer muffled, "Ah, that's what allows him." And then you hear, "Woof, woof. I was Kevin dropped it, bro." And then the door, the two doors open. And coming out of the two doors...
The fuck do they have against dogs?
is...
How did it get here?
Zoom in a bit.
They're gonna march out their army now to kill the dog they heard.
Is
Why?
a Sahuagin
Because this isn't a human settlement.
and a second Sahuagin. So they
I like
come out
tiny
this
Sahugans
way.
better.
They come out this
How-
way and they sort of look left and right. Now, I would like Brian and Green and Waves to make another stealth check for me, please.
Can I ask how much time there is? Can I swim towards waves? Is that going to cause too many?
You're going to
Like
have to make a
ripples in
stealth
the
check
water.
about it.
Ah, shit.
Wow. Okay. Green, and then Brian, and then Waves. So somehow, like, I'm really curious. Brian, how are you and Green sort of are you like doing the classic "I'm going to hide behind each other somehow" thing? Like, how is this working?
Green
Okay.
is so sparklingly clean, and so are the rocks. They look and they just see like the glare of the sun sparkling off
Off
these
of the
clean
shell?
rocks.
Off of the
yeah, off the shell, off the rocks, off everything. It's all just so clean.
And Brian, you're like hiding behind the like.
No, I'm completely the opposite. Because I'm in the water so often, my coat is quite mossy. So I am going to do the whole Hobbit thing where my cloak goes over me, or my coat goes over me, and I just look like mossy rocks.
So the Sahuagin comes here and like looks left and right. And then this one comes up here and Waves. There is this rather terrifying moment where they both turn in your direction and they like stare right in your general direction. And then Robinson, yeah, I woof woof. Doors, and the metal closes.
New thing learned. Sahugans hate dogs.
At least we know this door's guarded now.
Yep.
It's conceivable they may
Did
have
Green
wanted
just
to know why
leave?
there was barking outside. That's also possible. Waves.
Some
Green
green
just
slide
departed.
off
Green
the
just
screen.
left.
Green's planet needs them.
Exit stage right.
Pursued
Yeah.
by a Sahuagin.
Yeah. My God.
I'm still. I don't know what's happening. I'm just still covered against the rocks. Like I heard the door go, and I'm just gonna peek out from underneath my coat, to see where everyone is.
They
And
all
Green's
appear to have-
disappeared, so
yeah.
I'm panicking slightly.
They all appear to have disappeared except for Waves, whose beak slowly slides open to three-dimensional again as it moves up the rock.
Great visual.
I will whisper over to Brian in their head. We've all gotten in the water, and we're all. I assume we're all being quite still. So he'll literally just tap the water with his hands so she can see where they are in the water, because he's
How
invisible.
far is this ledge from the water's surface?
I believe the ledge. I was actually trying to figure that out when you were talking about jumping off of it, and I was like, "You're leaping up
Graceful
like
slide. Graceful
80
slide.
feet above." No, it's about. I bet I'm joking. The entrance to this, the end of the causeway. I'd say it's probably because there technically I should not have said water. Because there really is a causeway leading to this, so it really was more of a bridge. But but I would say that this is maybe 6-7 feet above the water.
Okay, I would like to. Now I know that they're all in the water. I'm going to kind of run across the ledge to around here, and then I'm going to do like a spectacular double pike somersault dive into the water.
Wow, okay. I'd like a stealth check while you're doing all this double pike, Michael Phelps, Greg Louganis dive work.
Stealth and not athletics.
No, I'm convinced you can do this athletically. I want to make sure you can do it quietly.
Okay. 20, not nat.
Yep. Yeah, you quietly move across and then double pike, whoop, 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 and dramatically, impressively dive with no splash into the water. The Russian judge gives you a 6, but everyone else loves it. So yeah.
I mean, this is the ocean, right? So we're surrounded by like crashing and rolling of waves and stuff, right?
Yeah,
It's not, like,
although here
deadly
it's sort
quiet
of
out here.
it's kind of shielded enough by the sort of surrounding rock area though that it's not super wave-y, like it's not super loud. But yes, I mean it certainly is not going to make a lot of excess noise.
Right, I'm going to vote for the little entrance, the little cave that
I just swim up to Waves and just go, did you think dogfish bark?
That's who? Am I who? Still pack that in.
No, that's enough of that. Never mind. We can have this
enough of that.
discussion later.
Yeah. Let's just go to the cave. Let's just get in the cave, right? Let's just go to the cave. Come on. You just have seen this invisible, like, splashing motion going this way.
Is there any
I like
entrance
my-
we've not announced ourselves to yet?
I put the crossbow away and let myself slide slowly into the water. Waves swims like an elderly penguin.
Not just a penguin, an elderly penguin.
Yes.
An elderly penguin. What a picture.
Morgan Freeman is like, this was not dramatic. In fact, it was really embarrassing. Okay. So, all right, you're going back to the now. So, did I understand that I heard you say you were going to the little cave? Is that?
I think that's a
Yes,
consensus.
apparently my door
was.
was a bad door.
It was just a door. There's no reason to characterize it.
It is where the finger scrapey thing, really.
All right. So I'm going to.
I mean, I would have thought you'd want to touch anything ever again.
Seriously, this Sahugan react worse to dogs than yak folk do to fire.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, who'd have thought that the people covered in yak fur
I
would be
feel
so
irrationally
flammable?
angry for some reason.
Who'd have thought that yak folk would be so flammable? Anyway,
the
enough
yak
about our
folk.
past war crimes.
Green is very sure that there's no traps or any danger here,
wait.
so he's gonna cast
Yep.
light on a little stone so that he can see.
Just realized that I somehow miraculously brought Silvo in twice.
I can have a clone, it's fine. Don't worry
That's
about
what
it.
I was looking for. Was Waves, who's right.
can have
Probably
twice
going
this-
that way with this weirdo anyway.
There's Waves.
Ah,
There we go.
I can have twice. Dark Silvo. Oh no, that's
How would we
that's a
tell the
plot
difference?
twist. Hey, I like it. I'll have twice the spell slots though. It's fine. Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so
no.
you're
there's
making
no,
your
like,
way back
entrance
down
at
the
end.
passageway,
Yeah,
if I understand this
there's,
correctly.
there's no entrance at the end. It's fine. When we get to, I'd probably say about here.
Okay.
Did I notice any light coming through the slab?
You did not.
I did not. Okay, cool. I'm gonna. Green does not have dark vision, do you, Green?
No.
No.
He did hand out shiny rocks to people.
Yeah, I'm just
I
wondering if
have
there's anything on
one.
the other
Yeah.
side. Yeah, I'm just wondering.
Yeah, I
if
know there's
anything on the
4
other
around. I
side
didn't know who
that's-
got one.
I guess if this is the only entrance we can go through, then this is the only entrance we can go through.
It's the quietest, and
It's
that's
not.
kind
You
of
can
the
go-
point right now.
You can easily go into any of the other entrances you like. You're not being
I
limited
think
by
you.
anything.
I think you have misused the word easily there. I think that's a word you shouldn't throw around quite so liberally.
Irresponsible DMing kills.
Attempt.
Entering
Yeah.
is fine. Like that's you're just
Attempt to
you
enter.
could do that.
There is absolutely nothing saying we would get over the threshold of any of these places, right? Let's not make assumptions here.
Well, after 3 years, we have a track record. Or
Yeah,
4, however.
that's true.
That's very true.
Okay, so you're making your way down to this thing. Now, are you all trying to be stealthy while doing this? Because I will need stealth checks from everybody if that is the case.
Yes.
As
doing
far
my
as I'm
best.
aware, I'm
Yes.
naturally stealthy. Yes.
Very stealthy.
I'll roll it properly this time.
Such stealth.
I'll come back to green in a minute.
His shell's just like scraping along the...
Dirt. Okay. Morthwell silently moves along. Silvo, a little bit of noise.
Now I'm moving like this.
wave. Everything is fine, but as you're coming down, you hear a sound that sounds a little bit like You're not sure
Oh,
what.
sorry. I should probably put my broom away.
And you realize
They're
that
just
it's
clanging
green
behind
you.
you.
Okay,
I've
but
got to come up with something that can muffle the sound.
that said, nothing comes to disturb you though, and you make it all the way up to here, which is this, as I mentioned, sort of displaced stone stab. Stone stab.
Stone stab.
Freudian slip. Stone slab. That's what I meant to say.
Wait a second. With a knife.
I was thinking stalactites.
Yeah.
Can I have a really good listen?
There you go.
Sure.
around
Go ahead
this-
and make a perception check. You can almost see, not quite though, Brian. If you were to pull slightly, you could probably see into the room. Almost. But either way, you can listen.
12.
You don't. Not really. You hear more of a certain turtle banging into the walls behind you.
I can't hear anything. You said that you saw something floating?
I felt
I'm saying this in
yeah.
my head to
Yeah.
Silvo.
Yeah, I sort of felt like there was something just beyond what I could see through the slab. Like you can see like a little slither, but like I felt like there was something floating. Like if you just, I don't know, don't look directly at it. It's almost like you can see something floating at your sort of peripheral vision. Like you know something's there, but you don't know what it is.
I had to nip to the toilet before we came down here. I'm assuming that before we went underwater, we spoke about whether I'm supposed to be moving this slab or not.
We did not. But my
Okay.
assumption was you might be moving the slab.
Okay, I'm going to talk to Silvo saying, okay, so we're here now.
Yeah.
Like,
But this is what you didn't want me to touch.
okay, should we move the slab? And I'm kind of motioning to everyone, like, me, move slab. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Yeah, I like that.
And with a strong vote.
Of a strong vote of maybe.
Yeah. All right, Brian, are you doing it?
I'm fully committed to the consequences I do not want to happen.
Green's like reaching round with his broom to like brush it clean, like reaching round everyone else. Like, just excuse me one moment.
Okay, here's what I'm planning on doing. You said that there is something just not quite visible,
Right.
but if we move the slab slightly, it would become visible.
Yes.
I'm guessing so. Yes.
Okay, I would like to move the slab slightly so that something becomes visible.
Athletics check, please. You were asking me before. I'm happy to grant it to you now.
Okay, thank you very much. 21.
Outstanding.
Much
So, your strength, Brian, is really legendary, you know? And, like, when you pull... I'm joking. You're not actually going to yank it across the room. However, it does, as it turns out, is not super well attached to the wall. In fact, it might even have been leaned against. And so when you open the slab, you suddenly see a massive black thing floating right in front of you, and it actually bumps into your face.
I've got the goggles on.
So for a moment, you're like, whoo, you know, like there's this thing. It looks like an enormous eel, but after a minute, you see that it is not moving, and in fact, you're pretty sure it's dead. It is bloated and distended, and it seems to be occupying most of the available space in the cell. In fact, it's 20 feet is what this cell is, and you think this thing is probably about 20 feet long, if you had to guess.
Vito.
Okay.
But there are also doors on the other side of it. Cell doors, to be exact.
All right. Obviously Silvo, it looks like a really, really big dead eel. I can see a door the other side, but I don't know if there's anything else in this room. Can I, with the goggles on and everything, can I see if anything's had a nibble out of the eel? Is it being eaten, is what I'm asking.
You called it a cell as well. Are there bars at the other end?
There are.
Okay.
Oh,
Now,
dear.
well, let me rephrase. It's a stone door which has one of those, like, square windows with the two bars in it at the top. So it's not all bars. It's mostly stone, but there's two bars that are blocking, so you can see a little bit into the place beyond. And
You might be coming in a prisoner's escape route.
And in answer to the question about whether it looks bitten, no, but it looks badly bruised and battered all over its body. In fact, as you're looking, actually make a, make a medicine check for me, please, Brian. And if you don't have that, then wisdom, I would take.
My wisdom is terrible. I have animal handling.
No, I don't, because this thing is this animal is not going to be handled anymore.
Okay. Medicine it is 12.
Yeah, you wonder whether or not this may, because its body occupies most of the space. If this thing somehow got in here or was squeezed in here, you wonder if it battered itself to death trying to get out. Because the slab is pretty strong, it looks like to you, and yet it kind of fell over when you pulled on it, and you have a suspicion that this thing battered itself against the stone slab when it was trying to get out.
Okay, I'm gonna relay all this to Silvo. It looks like, and how can I put this? It looks like he got stuck in the room and got trapped and might have died trying to get out.
Okay, Silvo looks back at the others and sort of motions. Dead eel. That's all he can do with charades. Dead eel.
I'm also going to say to Silvo, I don't know if we can get past it. Can I, from what I can see, is there enough, even though obviously it's a very small space with a very, very large eel, is there enough room to maneuver past the eel to the other side of the room?
You think so, although only one of you would be able to fit, probably. You could maybe unspool it and basically pull it out into the water on the other side, like out into the open, like, ledge, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
You could do
I'm
that.
going to say, Brian, could we, if there's not a lot of room and it's blocking the way, could we pull it back through and then go into the room?
Theoretically, is there, from the girth of the eel, would it fit through
Yes.
the tunnel that we've just come down?
You think so? It's long, but you think it would fit. It would fit in terms of width. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna say to Silvo, I think possibly I can pull it out, but we'd need to clear the tunnel first. Because I don't know if I'd be able to pull it past you.
Okay, Silvo's going to float, turn around, and sort of make a backing up motion to everyone.
Beep, beep.
I was gonna say.
Clang, 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 clang,
Clang,
clang,
clang,
clang,
clang, clang, clang, clang.
Meanwhile, I'm gonna try and push this slab out of, like, the doorway.
You can
so
do that. Yeah, it's mostly on the
so-
ground, so.
Yeah, so that there's room to be able to And I'm looking for the end that's not the head end.
Bloop, bloop,
I'm
bloop,
looking
bloop,
for
bloop,
the
bloop.
tail end, and I'm going to put him out by that end.
Okay.
Love the caution.
Yeah, just in case.
Just
You're
in
able to
case
pull
it's
the eel out.
stunned.
You pull the eel out by the tail side. Once here, it spools out and covers all of your companion. No. All right. So it's out there now in the water beyond.
This is the sneakiest mimic ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a long play. Literally
Green
long.
wants to, in his not mouth, make a prayer to Eldath for this being that died in this like really horrific way. And just says a prayer for this poor creature.
Okay.
Once the eel is outside,
Clang,
I just
clang,
want to do
clang,
a quick.
clang. Sorry.
I just want to do a quick lap round the eel to make sure that there's no obvious injury other than what I suspect is like them bashing themselves to death within the cell.
Yeah, I mean, again, based on what you know from fairly limited information, but you don't see any obvious, puncture or scraping or, puncture wound or slashing wounds or piercing wounds, anything like that. You're pretty sure it probably battered itself to death or something did.
Okay, just wanted to double check. Now I can see it a little bit better.
Okay.
Wait, so do we think... Hang on. So do we think it got caught in here or was confined in here?
I think that it's this is all again
Yeah,
very
yeah,
very
sorry,
loud in
yeah.
Silvo's head.
Yeah.
It looks like it swam in and then maybe knocked the slab and shut itself in. And without
wow.
opposable thumbs, it would have been a difficult task to move the slab.
Oh, wow. That's really bad luck. Jeez.
It might have been lured in there. We don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
All right. Now the eel is out. You said that there are bars the other side.
Yeah, the door, just the bars in the window, like the little window of the like there's a stone door, and then there's that square about head height square window and two bars in that. Not nearly big enough to sneak through.
Okay. Can I sneak in and have a sneaky look through the bars?
Sure. I would like a stealth check, please.
Okay. 18.
Oh yeah, you're able to float in carefully, and then you wanted to look through the bars. You said.
Yes.
I would like a perception check, please.
10.
Yeah, it's not a difficult check because outside you hear and then this sound of like the sound of something maybe being sharpened, and then and you hear there's a higher voice that is decidedly not speaking Sahuagin. There are, you would guess, 3 Sahuagin voices. The sound of a noise of sound of something being sharpened, and then some other voice, higher pitched voice, sounding maybe a little desperate.
Is it in a language? Is it in primordial?
That's a good question, actually. Let me see if it would be in primordial or what. No, it is speaking in Aquan. I know a couple of you actually, speak Aquan, right? Green does?
Green does and I do.
And Brian does. Okay, so Brian, you hear, "No, please, I'll tell you anything. Please help," is what you hear in Aquan. Run up.
I'm relaying to Silvo. There's someone being tortured in there. It is not a Sahuagin. I think it's a prisoner.
Oh, just do it, please. I don't want to know. It again in Aquan. So whoever doesn't hear that just hears.
In this cell, is there an actual door to get out? or is it just the windows and bars?
Yes, this is a door. It is, you would suspect, locked, but it has a little window in the door itself, like about head height to see out of. But it is, in fact, a door. And you think, actually, that it looks like there are, like if you look kind of just outside, if you looked outside and down, you can kind of just like, like stare down the edge to see that in front of the door is secured by what looks like a metal bar of some kind in brackets. So like there's this bar that's across the front of the door keeping it from being opened.
Is the door sorry, you said there was a little window in the door. Is
Yes.
that just would that be big enough for me to stick my head through?
No.
Damn.
No
Would it
way.
be big enough for me to look through?
I mean, it's certainly big enough for you to look through and even look down to enough to see the bar, like the bar in the brackets at the front of the door, which is like pretty far out from the rest of the door, basically.
'Cause my assumption is we've not gone towards this just in case someone sees us, right?
Well, no, Brian
I've
looked out the
gone
door.
down to have a look
Okay. Oh, okay.
through the bars.
And I guess I could
okay.
actually
Never mind
reveal this because you were able
Right
to
now,
see
the less of us moving
the hall.
around and potentially making a racket, the better. So I'm just holding my place.
Silver says to Brian, you can understand some other aquatic creatures, right? You can hear voices. Any idea how many you can hear?
I think that there are up to maybe 3 Sudoku. The prisoner is speaking speaking Aquan, so I'm fairly certain that they're not Sudoku. They might be. Oh God, remind me. Oh goodness sake. Do I recognize the dialect? Do I recognize possible?
Does it possibly sound like a lizard folk or
No, you're pretty confident not a lizard folk, and also lizard folk couldn't breathe underwater either. At least not without help.
Every day's a school day.
But an Aquan, but this definitely is an Aquan. It seems to be sort of. You don't really get a sense of a dialect though. It doesn't feel like it's.
Are we pretty certain that the gruffer voices sound Sahugan?
They sound incomprehensible in the same way the previous ones that came out the door, that you knocked on sounded. So that's probably a decent guess.
Right. I don't want to cause a scene, but I don't want to leave someone to die and be tortured.
Neither do I.
Can you open the door? Because I'm assuming an eel couldn't open the door, but
Is
it locked? Is it unlocked?
There's a bar on the other side of the door. It's holding the door closed. Do I know if I poked an arm out, would I be able to move the bar? Is it that close?
Your arm wouldn't be able to get that far down. You think you could maybe, if you had something, hook something around it and pull it up, but not your arm, because it just wouldn't fit and down.
Like a telescopic broom.
I also have a crowbar I can contribute.
I mean, if we can be quiet about it and you can use a crowbar and get that out of the door and then unhook the bar, we could get out of here and see what's what. Because it's different if it's one or two Sahugan that are torturing someone. That someone could be an important person. They could have valuable intel about this place. If it's not and it's 30 Sahugan, well, sucks to be them. Sucks for the person getting tortured.
Because Green can hold their breath for an hour, can they talk to me underwater?
They are currently breathing underwater because I cast water breathing on them.
Right. So yes,
Which
they
actually,
can talk to you.
I don't know if people can you speak to people if you have water breathing? It doesn't say. It just says you keep your
You could,
normal
sure,
method
because you're
of
breathing it like
respiratory.
it is with air. You could
Respiration.
not, however,
Okay.
talk to people if you were holding your breath. Well, let me.
Right.
Like it would work.
Been staying quiet, working on a way to work around that, but if we can talk, great. So I have to sound a bit like this then.
I have a broom. And it's telescopic, so I can whoop, whoop, and
That's
try
good.
and hook it under, and then whoop. Those are the exact noises he makes.
Excellent. I love it.
I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Need to do it very quietly, though.
Green's whoop echoes through the corridors. Whoop, whoop, whoop. No, just kidding.
Sounds like a Three
He
Stooges
sounds
episode.
kind of like clang, 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 clang.
Yeah, exactly.
His stealth has never let him down before.
No.
So you're going to stealth up to the door and try to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Can't wait.
I'm going to move out the way so that Green can get to the door.
Yeah. Just gonna very carefully get the end of the broom out of the
Okay.
window and tilt it down. It's just his hand, a green hand with a broom sticking out.
Okay.
Can I
And
ask?
then to, yeah.
Sorry, go on. Finish what you're doing.
And then I believe to activate it, so that it telescopes, he has to say in Celestial, cleanest, and then it goes,
Okay.
and then he's like trying to see and like hook it underneath the bar, and then he's gonna go. And it's gonna untelescope.
So and then untelescope. Okay. Let me see. So
I
you're-
love
You gave
that.
me it.
After
You
that.
gave me. You specifically said it like telescopes.
it does. I don't deny it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you let me have you make a dexterity check. This is a little bit of a, it's beyond the stated broom use, but I'm happy with it, so we should go with that.
Dexterity, excellent.
It's a 16 minus plus something? Minus something?
No.
Okay,
just flat.
Just flat. Yeah, so you're able to do this, and so the good news is the bar, you pull it, and the bar comes up, and then it dunk. Now it doesn't, it's underwater, but instead it's this, let me see if I can do the proper sound effect.
He just retracts his
Like that.
hand back out, and he's
And-
just gonna go back to the side like
Yeah.
he did when they were upstairs. Like,
Because when you hear the sound, there's a and you hear swimming noises.
Wait, did the bar come off the door?
The bar came up
Okay.
and then fell to the ground.
Wait, I fell to the ground. Okay,
Yes.
it didn't just unlock and then lock it again. Okay,
No.
good.
That would have been very funny, but
Like
no.
it's on a hinge.
Damn it! No, but it fell to the ground. So the door is
sweet.
now openable, but you hear swimming sounds.
I'm gonna say
Don't
to
ping it.
how
Anxious.
I'm gonna say to Brian, we probably need to get you and Waves in front.
Yeah, I'm gonna go just to the left or to the west of the door, and I'm assuming it's going to be opened at some point, and I am ready with both of my new
Or we could
shiny.
burst through.
Say again.
We could burst through, take them off balance.
You're gonna need
Yeah.
to make a decision quick. They're on their way now.
Yep.
I say burst through.
Okay.
They're
And
coming.
I'm in.
We weren't planning
like-
to turn back anyway, right?
No,
All right. Okay.
it's
let's do
not
it.
70 of them. Let's put it that way.
Give me a signal.
Okay.
I'd
I've
like
got.
to cast Shield of Faith on Brian, please.
Is what? Sorry.
You
Shield of Faith on Brian.
I-
for
Oh,
plus
thank you very
2
much.
AC.
Okay. So you
All right.
Kool-Aid man your way through, right? So you leap out into, swim out into the passageway and find yourself confronted by 3 large and rather confused-looking Sahuagin that are all holding tridents. And as they see you, right behind them, you can see a Lokatha who is sort of slumped up against the wall. Hold on, chat. Sorry, I know I didn't update the thing. There we go.
That's what I was thinking.
Slumped up against the wall over here.
Is that one of the one with the little puppy?
That's correct.
With the little,
I think that's just
What's the cute fishy guy?
It's not
the sea hamster.
That is just that's the species though. So like they all tend to, a lot of them look in that general vicinity like that. But these ones see you, and they say, "Rrr, rrr," and immediately draw their tridents. And I would like us to do something we like to call roll initiative.
Woo!
He said.
Ooh, yeah.
Initiative. 19.
Okay, I think I've got the.
Oh, waves. Oh, waves.
Well, I used the one for this. It could have been much worse.
That's right.
Let's
True.
see.
Yeah, that's very true.
Elderly
it's this
penguin
one.
swimming. It's just not. I've got to.
Oh,
But
yeah.
while we're doing all that, I did some research, and I can now say.
I see. That would have been a whole different thing. Okay. Right. Okay. Let's see what we got. Okay.
Have we fought Sahuagin before?
I don't think
Did we
you
fight-
have.
Have we not?
I don't believe
What
so.
was on the ghost ship that we definitely didn't sink? Were they undead?
What we found.
They were undead, but I don't. Maybe one of them was a Sahuagin actually. I
can't remember.
I don't know. These, however, are bigger anyway.
Wait. Whoa, hang on. Like bigger, like these look like boss Sahuagin? Or
They look like
just...
good sized Sahuagin. Like they've been eating their Wheaties, you know. Like they're that kind of top level Sahuagin.
There's only 3 of them though, so it's fine.
Sure, what could go wrong? Oh, sorry.
Does a
Ding,
trick,
ding, ding.
Ding, ding.
Sorry, I'm getting music wildly off. Hold on a second, and I know why. Sorry, give me a second. Apologies, everybody. We're going to stop that. No, that's going to drive me up a wall. All right, let's try that again.
Good, I need to
Okay,
refresh
that way
myself on
everybody's in the
formulas.
same place. Okay, good. Right. Okay, and this is... I'm getting there. All right. All right, let's see.
What's it like being heckled by your players?
I know, right? Well, no. It is only what I deserve. Okay. So there's that, and then that is all of them. Okay, great. All right, let's see what we've got. So we've got waves with a 6. No wonder you were doing the bum, bum, bum. Okay. Let's see. So waves with the 6. We have got Morthwill with the 4.
I rolled a 1, so it's more like.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Yeah, I rolled better, but I still came out worse.
Wait, Green got a 9, so the only one is Brian. Brian was like, I'm ready to go. Everyone else is like, what?
Yeah.
All right. I like it.
The adrenaline bursting through the door.
That's it. Yeah,
Brian,
Brian
is the only one who has like experience with underwater fighting, so.
Yeah.
That's true.
She's just showing us how it's done.
And her name is Brian the Bloodthirsty.
And obviously, because I'm in water and I burst through the door, my hair does that dramatic sweep.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
come through the door as well.
No, naturally.
Yeah, you look in your absolute element right now, Brian. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, yeah.
like...
If you like dry ice fog come billowing from behind you as you
Mm-hmm.
come through. All right, guess what, Brian? You are the first to act. You have 3 of these creatures in front of you, and I will say that these 3 creatures are indeed all holding on to, sorry, not tridents, I beg your pardon, spears. They all have spears, and they have sharp claws, and look to be pretty big and pretty angry. So that's what you got in front of you.
Noted. Okay, I am going to, with all of the surprise attack I can, I'm going for the closest one.
Okay. All
with
right.
my swanky new masterwork scimitars.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I get 2 attacks anyway, 1 for each hand. So I'm going for the closest one.
This guy, okay.
23 to hit.
That will hit for sure.
10 slashing damage.
Okay, that's what I like to see.
And 17. Does that hit?
17 will hit, yes.
For 8.
18 points of damage total.
Yep. And then I'm going to use my action surge.
Okay.
And do it all over again.
Over again, okay.
Splendor mode. Okay.
Dramatically.
Does 19 hit?
That will
I'm
hit.
assuming it does because the 17 did. For 11 slashing damage. Does he look at all beaten up, or does he look like he's just brushed it off?
You have as they say, opened the gates of battle. You have definitely opened the gates on this guy.
Okay. And my last attack, 25.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So you
how is that
stagger
not
this
crit?
guy.
Because I've got plus 9.
Okay, fair enough.
So you stagger this guy, just burst through the wall, slash, like you slam him like
I do have.
he's not dead, but you hurt him quite a bit.
I do have improved critical. That's not a 19, is it though? No.
No, it was 16.
Yeah. And that was for 12 slashing damage.
Yep, that was impressive, Brian. And he staggers back, and so you've already, like, I'm assuming, because you're engaged with this one, so you basically stepped forward to engage with this guy.
Yes.
So he sort of staggers back, and then he's like, "Brr, brr," and he like leaps forward because it's their turn next.
I'm windmilling at him, so I'm kind of moving forward as I do it. So
Yeah.
I'm
You've never
also
looked
clearing
more
the doorway
graceful.
as I'm doing it as well. Sorry, I just hit my mic.
Okay, so he is going to attack you 3 times. He's going to attack you with his spear to begin with. So let's see. That is going to be that. Okay, so let's see. There we go. All right. So we're looking at a 6, a 7, and a 21.
The 21 hits.
Okay. And that is going to do... That's going to do 8 points of piercing damage to you, Brian.
Ouch.
Okay. So he does that. And he sort of swims just slightly enough to let... he sort of swims around you, more or less, staying within range of you. Like, say, there. This guy comes up and is going to also, and you notice that when you hit, when he hits you, and there's a little bit of blood in the water, you can see that the one behind him gets wide-eyed and furious and charges at you with even more fury. And you remember, Brian, having encountered Sahuagin or hearing legends of them before, that when they smell blood in the water, that they get more dangerous than before, which I'm sure is delightful to hear.
I was going to say that's really, really good to hear. Thank you.
So they are going
Now.
to
It's
make
really good
their
to hear
attacks
now.
against you at advantage. So let's see. First attack. First one's a crit hit. No, I take that back. It is not a crit. It's just a 20, but not a crit. So that.
Yeah, my AC is 18.
Okay. Second one is a 19. And the third one is a crit. He rolls a natural 20 on that third one. So, let's see. So that's 3 hits, one of them critical. Let's see. So we're looking at... That's 19 points of piercing, sorry. So you're at 37, I think, Brian?
Yes.
Okay. Now this one comes up. And you all can see, I think definitely Waves can see from your vantage point, Waves, that they are clearly all like savagely attacking at this point, Brian. And in fact, as this one runs up, it drops its spear and just claws and bites at you. It is going to, let's see, make 1 attack with its bite, 2 with its claws. Okay. 1 attack with its bite. No, how about I actually do the right die roll? That'd be nice. 22 with the bite. And then and then 20 with the claw and 23 with the claw. So I think those are all hits, unless I'm missing something.
Yep.
Yep. Like they just, the minute they smelled blood in the water, they just went off. So that's going to be 6 piercing from the bite. And 11 slashing from the claw. So 17 more. And that is going to wrap their turn. You just see these things surround, slashing, and there's just a lot of blood in the water, basically, that you see. Which is going to lead us to Silvo. Silvo, Brian has got some problems.
Okay, how realistically can I squeeze past everyone?
There's enough room that you should be able to get past them, especially now that the slab's out of the way and the eel's out of the way.
How far can I move?
We're underwater, so I can just lie flat.
5, 10, 15.
Mm-hmm.
I want to go.
Steps on my head.
I am going to go. Oh, man. Tactically, I don't know what I should do. I don't know if I should move out of here to about here. Or I don't know if I should stay in here because it's marginally safer and I'm not going to get surrounded. Wait, what I want to do I need to have line of sight for things that I can see? Yeah, okay. Oh, I've lost my token under Morthwill.
Well, it was a good run.
Oh,
No, just
thank you.
kidding.
There you go, I'll move myself back when you're done.
Cool.
There he
5,
goes.
10, 15, 20, 20, 30. Right. Silvo, still invisible, by the way, is going to sort of tactically swim his way sideways round the corner.
Tactical
sees
swimming. Okay.
The cloud of blood.
Yes, a lot of blood.
And is... Can I see the 3 figures attacking Brian?
Yes, but I would say you definitely have line of sight at least on 2. I mean, you can see all 3 of them, but you have, like, if you were to shoot something or whatever that goes through several,
Absolutely
you could
fine.
definitely hit this one and this one.
What is the one that has been attacked by Brian?
The one that's being attacked by Brian is this one. Sorry, I'm clicking on OBS. That's great. This one right here.
Okay, cool. I am going to cast... I'm going to use some sorcery points and I'm going to quicken a spell, so I'll knock those off. Basically, I'm going to cast as a bonus action, Hold Person.
Okay.
However, I'm going to cast it at level 3.
Okay.
So I'm going to cast it at both of these 2 that I can see.
Okay, so let's see. You have to make a saving throw, which is going to be wisdom, I
saving
think.
throw, DC 15.
Level 3, DC 15. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Okay. The one in front does not make it. The one behind, the second one does make it. The one behind does not make it. So that means that this one and this one. So
no,
they just sort of...
I can't see this one.
Oh, I thought you were casting it at 2. Because why did you cast it at a higher level then?
So I can target these 2 because I can only target one creature.
Oh, right. That's right. Just the
I
2.
want to get both
That's
of
right.
these 2, but it's
okay,
only
well then,
2 I can see.
Well, then you hold both of them. So then you would hold this one and this one.
Cool. So they're both paralyzed.
Yes,
now
they're both
until
just sort of
basically-
floating.
Yeah. So they have
looking at
to repeat the save at the end of their turn, and they save on a success, basically. So it ends on a success. I'm also going to cast Slow as well. In the general area, I can target up to 6 creatures. So that was a bonus action. I'm now going to use my actual spell for Slow.
Okay.
So I'm going to, in this general area, I'm going to cast a 40-foot cube, and each target within range needs to make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I have targets of my choice, so obviously not friendly, and not this Locath over here.
Okay, so the paralyzed one in front, the
Nice.
hurt one, that's still DC 15?
Yes.
Okay, does not make it. The second one does not make, that's this top one here does not make it, and the one behind does make it.
Does make it. Okay,
Yes,
so
critically.
these two are paralyzed.
Yep, and the guy
they
behind
are
is not.
slow. Yeah, and they're slowed as well then. So the effects of that are they have a -2 to AC and dexterity saves. They can't use a reaction. On their turn, they can either take an action or bonus action, not both. And regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, they can make no more than 1 melee attack per turn.
Okay. Yep, they're held and
feels-
slowed.
Yes.
Huge.
Yeah, I'm also visible now.
That worth dropping for. What?
So
what-
needless to
hello.
say, Silvo is like, not on my watch. Oh shit, I'm visible.
Yep, you're like,
I gotta work on this.
So they're all sort of like stunned looking at you, and then the paralyzed ones in front are like, and the one in back, is pointing at you, although he's got bigger problems with just wiping out what's left of Brian.
You just hear this
I'm just
underwater
waving
like
at Silvo
magic
when
is
he becomes
awesome.
visible.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, good stuff, Silver. And you were staying where you are, right? Because you had to move around.
Yeah, I'm out.
tactically.
I'm this. That's it. That's me. Good.
That means Green is up next, and Waves is on deck. Green, what'd you like to do? You've got your compatriots need some help.
Yeah, so Green is gonna clang, clang, clang.
You knock out Waves on the way. Ah! Like,
Are these big squares? Are they 5-foot squares?
these are, I believe. Wait a second. I think they're 10-foot squares.
8.
Can I ask a question?
These small ones are. One sec. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nanda. So these. Darn it. Okay, these ones. I want to zoom out and make sure that I'm looking at the right squares. Because I'm getting a little confused by the. 1 square equals 10 feet. Yes. Okay. Right. So then each one of these, not the small squares, but these squares, each one of these is 10 feet. So yes. Sorry, Brian.
Just a quick question. I had forgotten. Is the Shield of Faith that Green cast on me still active?
Oh, I would assume so. Yes.
In which case, whatever effects that has, I didn't include in the last round.
Okay. Let me take a look. Shield of Faith, I think, just adds. Is it plus 4?
No, plus
2.
2.
Plus 2. Were there any that you know that were within the 2 range?
As in hits
like
to me.
2 of your AC. Yeah, exactly. Was there any that just hit you? You said it was 18, right?
My AC's 18. Tell you what, I can't remember, so I'll just make sure I include it next round.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they did not barely hit you. I think they all kind of, like, when they hit you a lot. So I think you're okay. I'm looking at my own dice log. I don't think so. So yeah.
Okay.
So hi, Shimgar. And yeah, and Little Royce Ross is right. Sahugin can breathe air, but they have to be submerged every 4 hours completely or they'll suffocate. Okay, so Green, you have moved up. You were in a 10-foot square.
Yeah. I'm just trying to work out how badly we need healing to be set up.
Clang, clang, clang goes the turtle.
Yeah, I think very sorry, I'm gonna drop the Shield of Faith so that I can cast Beacon of Hope.
Okay.
So anyone within 30 feet of me that I choose, which is my friends, will bestow hope and vitality upon them, courtesy of your wonderful river goddess Eldath. And for the duration, each target has advantage on wisdom saving throws, death saving throws and regains the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing.
Okay, so anything
And
going
this-
forward is going to max out healing. Great.
Yeah, and this is concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay.
So I'm not healing right now, but I'm like setting it up to do a lot of healing next round.
I am prepared to heal. All right.
Is that
Got it.
healing
Yeah.
from any source?
From any source.
Yes, because they're in the beacon. Yep. Okay, and you moved up there, and you could move a little further if you wanted, Green, but
I don't want to lose concentration.
yeah,
on
that's
this.
true. So you want to just stay where you are.
Can I wave my broom around to try and clean the blood out of the water?
It's a lot of blood. I mean,
Nice.
you could certainly make an effort. To do so.
I'd like to make an effort.
Okay. Okay, waves. You're up. Morthwill is on deck. There's a lot going on.
Yep. So we need to get this Sahuagin away from Brian. So I would like to swim into the room, or would I trigger if I want to go here? Would that trigger an attack of opportunity?
They've been slowed.
And paralyzed.
Right, exactly. So no, because they are paralyzed and slowed.
Name them no more
okay.
iconic D&D duo.
Exactly. This one is more. This one is more hurt. This one is actually hurt. The other ones are not.
Which one?
This
That
one.
one's hurt.
This
Okay.
no. This one here.
No, that one.
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah, well, it's paralyzed, so that is like a low risk Sahuagin.
Okay.
But the other one on the other side of Brian, that is
Here.
not
Right.
paralyzed or slowed or hurt.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at it, and a moment. I'm gonna go like and blubber into the water,
What are you looking at?
and then I'm gonna use a new spell.
Ooh. It's called Destroy Sahuagin.
Yes.
No, it's Compelled Duel. That one is mine.
Wow. Okay.
So
Compelled
this
duel.
Sahuagin is needs to make a Wisdom saving throw against the 15, and if that fails, stuff is gonna happen.
So you do this, and the creature's like, and like
And you-
swims at you, or will swim at you when it has a chance.
It's kind of like a new challenger appeared thing.
Yes, exactly.
So what's happened? So on a fail save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine command, which was
Yeah, that was the
And,
demand. All right.
for the duration. It has a disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than you, and must make a Wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move a space away from me. If it succeeds, then it can move, of course. The spell ends if I attack any other creature than my chosen dual partner or whatever opponent is a good word. Or if I attack anything else in any other way, or if one of my friends attacks this particular Sahuagin, because this one is now mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
if you cheat on your enemy is basically what it is. If
Yeah.
that's all.
So that was my bonus action. I'm not gonna
Right.
shoot it. With my new light crossbow.
I do wonder
Wanna
about
shoot?
about shooting underwater.
I was just thinking the same thing. Also,
Why?
Firebolt. How does Firebolt work underwater? Is that magical fire? Is that fine?
I mean, it's
Can you-
scalding hot water still hurts, you know.
I mean, yeah, absolutely.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Can I shoot or can I not shoot? That is
I'm
the
looking
question.
it up.
Because if I cannot shoot, then it was all very
I
stupid,
mean,
and I should have moved
suspending
in the other
disbelief a
direction.
little bit. I'm gonna guess it would be a little bit like a spear gun, right? But
Because if I actually cannot shoot underwater, I would have moved here instead
So
of
you're using a
here.
crossbow, right?
I'm using a crossbow, right?
I have good news for you. A bow does have disadvantage underwater. A crossbow does not. And in fact, if you think about it, harpoon guns function underwater also. It's a matter of like how you actually get the momentum on the other side. And a crossbow, you can trigger the mechanism. So you do not have disadvantage. Yes, you can shoot this thing.
I'm going to shoot it with my new crossbow. Honk.
Make sure you don't shoot Brian.
Padink.
11's not going to do
11.
it.
Oh well, I tried.
You impale the Lokatha. Just kidding. Just joking.
No! Nobody's ever gonna me again if that happens.
who was slowed again? Are they all slowed?
This one is slowed, and this one is slowed. This one in back is neither slowed nor held.
Nor paralyzed. Okay.
Yeah, but that one is mine.
Okay. And that's it for you, right? Unless because you moved out, you
Yep,
did that.
nope.
Okay.
I moved, I did a bonus action, I did an action. That's it.
All right, then Worthwheel, you were up.
Okay. Which one's the compelled one?
The compelled one is this dude.
Okay, good. Problem is Green's blocking my shot right now. I came here. Can I shoot
You
round
could
at
swim
this one?
upwards a bit and use him as an armrest.
That's a good point. Just bounce like this on top.
Green can
We're
let
in
you get past.
three-dimensional space.
You could
know?
go here because you could do
yeah,
that.
I don't want to move to melee range is what I was trying to avoid.
Yeah. I mean, you can shoot. I would say the ceilings are high enough that you can probably shoot over Green here. I don't think you can do that here. Like, I don't think you can, like,
Fair.
you know, like,
Yeah.
so.
I'll do that. I'll go behind Green then, like we were saying. Just steady myself on
Okay.
Green and take a shot at this. Right. It's
Okay.
been a while. This gets complicated. It's this, but a +1 again. So that's a 16 to hit
You're
because
so
I'm
close to
using
20.
my arcane firearm.
That will hit.
That will hit. Excellent. So damage is also going to be a little complicated.
7 million damage.
Well, not that complicated, but it's also going to do a bonus D8 from my firearm.
Okay.
That was... Yeah, okay, it was bonus D8. So...
12.
12, yes.
He is looking pretty hurt and also paralyzed and also slowed.
Yeah, okay. I think I'll... Not much else I can do, really, so I'll just hold position here.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't think this is the best time to use the free healing cannon, sorry.
Okay. All right, good stuff. All right, top of the round. Brian, you've been hit a lot. The good news is that this guy's very hurt and also held. This guy is held and slowed as well. And this one behind you is fresh.
Also, does
Okay,
not seem to
I
care
would
about you
like
anymore.
to continue my assault on this dude.
That guy, okay.
17 hit
Yes.
for 8 slashing.
8 slashing, okay. Starting to look
Is he
quite
still
hurt.
up?
Oh, you're doing melee, right?
Yeah,
That's advantage on him. If you're doing the one that is not paralyzed, right? Rather that is paralyzed. This one, right?
that is paralyzed.
Yeah, you have
but-
advantage on him. So
Okay,
so
17
roll that again.
hits anyway.
Yeah, but roll again to see if you get a crit.
I do not get
Okay.
a crit.
All right, so 8. Okay, so he's got that. All right.
Okay,
Next attack.
and then with my other scimitar, again no crits, but 25 to hit for 10 slashing damage.
You just slash him through the throat, and he falls over and floats. He is dead.
Excellent. And then can I take one of my potions of extra healing as my bonus action?
I think... Let me just double check. I think that is a bonus action. Bonus action, yes.
Okay, so I'm down to 1 dose of that, and then with Green's spell, that's a maximum heal, which is 2d4 plus 2, so that's an additional 10 HP.
All right, so you're back up to 30.
Nice.
Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Are you backing off, Brian, or are you staying where you are?
I'm staying where I am.
Okay. So the held one is not going to be able to hit you. The other one, which is neither held nor slowed, is going to attack you.
Isn't he compelled to attack
Oh,
waves?
that's right, he is.
Well, he can attack somebody.
No,
but
no, that's
they're
right. He's
on
not going to do that.
disadvantage.
Yeah, I think he's not going to go right past you. I think he's going to take the disadvantage, which, since he has advantage on you, that balances out. So this is just a normal attack. So he will have 1 with his bite, 2 with his claws at normal. So it's a 19 for the bite. It's a 17 and a 6 for the claws.
Okay, the 19 hits.
Okay.
Does not. I know, because of the Shield of Faith, or was it dropped?
Oh, yeah, I've got Shield of Faith as
Shield
well,
of Faith-
so that's plus
No,
2.
No,
it's
Shield of
dropped.
Faith
No,
was
I
dropped
can only
because
have one.
Oh, it was dropped, yes. It was.
Concentration spell.
Yeah,
concentration.
speaking of hope now.
Let's see. So,
But you're filled with a feeling of hope and vitality.
I am.
Especially after that potion, yeah. That max power potion.
okay. So that's going to be, let's see, 5 piercing and 4 slashing. So 9 points total, Brian.
So down to 21.
Yes. But that is also the end of their turn. Oh, wait. The one gets to make another wisdom saving throw to try to save out of that, right, Mike?
Yes. Yeah, so you get this one gets to make a saving throw twice, I believe.
Okay, first one is for the hold. Nope. Second one is for the slow. Nope.
Cool.
Neither one. Okay. That's going to lead us to Silvo. And Green's on deck.
Silvo is going to... He's going to hold out his hand and cast Firebolt on this one.
Okay.
I thought you said ball for a second.
Let me double check on.
Fireball! No.
Let me double check on Firebolt.
That's what I just used.
I was going to say.
That's my default attack cantrip.
But please do. Because I've got other stuff that will work, but... Because it does say you hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Now, if it's magical fire that remains constant underwater, amazing, we're in business. If not, then it can be something else.
Okay, so. Well, the interesting thing is, it's possible.
Yes.
It's possible that they may have resistance to. Yeah, resistance to fire damage. Okay. So they do have resistance to fire damage. So how much did you do before Morthwell?
12.
Okay. You remember on which one?
The one that's died.
Yeah, that was enough to kill him anyway, so that's okay. We'll have to remember that in the future. So
Well,
resistance
yeah,
to
Brian
fire
fucked him
damage.
up after me. Pardon
Yeah,
the
I was
language.
going to say. Okay, then in that case, he will cast Chill Touch on this one.
Okay.
Do the thing, Mike. Cast it.
Okay, make a ranged spell attack.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Why have I completely forgotten how to make a ranged spell attack?
Should be off of your sheet, I would think.
Yeah, you think that? I'm having
gonna
a
be
brain,
wrong.
I'm having a brain fart at the moment. I need help.
How
How do you make ranged spell attack?
So if it's not on your character sheet, then you would just basically take you do a d20 and add. There should be a spell attack modifier somewhere in your
Oh,
character
sorry.
sheet.
Yep, sorry. There you go. I did put it in. Smart
25.
Mike.
That will
25
absolutely
to
hit.
Man, fantastic.
Whoops, sorry.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. The chill of the grave.
Yes.
All right.
That is that the right
7
roll?
necrotic.
Oh no, sorry, that's not the right roll. It needs to be 2d8, not 1d8. Let me roll fresh.
Because you're why? Because you're casting it at a higher level.
No, because it's past level 5. Chill touch.
Oh, when you reach 5th level.
this-
Oh, I see. I see.
The spell's
Okay.
damage increases by 1d8 when
Gotcha.
you reach 5th
Okay.
level, 11th level, and 17th level. Let me just roll fresh for the damage.
Okay.
And just take whatever I roll. 10. 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Were you doing that to the held one?
Yes. This
Okay. Got it. Okay, Silvo. Anything else?
one. That. Move. I'm gonna float back 5 feet behind waves.
Okay,
The safest place.
that's fair. And if that's you, then Green and Waves is on deck. Green, there was a rumor of healing.
Yeah, Green's gonna come into the room. He is hoovering up blood with his sweeping brush. He's kind of focusing around this door. I'm assuming that's a shut door. And he's just trying to stop any blood that might leak out from around the edges of this door and out further into the.
And that's actually not a door. That's a passageway.
Oh, okay. Well, he's focusing his energy there and hoovering in the doorway.
Sorry. Okay.
And he's gonna just, as casually as he's doing this, he's got the brush and he's like, sorry, Brian, can you lift your legs up? Like, I'll do it under you. And then taps and casts Cure Wounds as a 3rd level spell slot. So that is 3d8 plus 8.
Okay.
I don't know what 4 8s is. 8, 16.
36.
Oh, it's right, because it's maximum. 32.
32. There we are. 32 healing in under.
Thank you very much.
Bam!
Wow.
Green just flows over, like, clear.
Whoa. And we're back.
Puts me back up to 53. Thank you so much.
Very nice. All right. And then, Green, you're going to stay where you are?
Yeah. It's just like, sorry, could you just move your area?
Good stuff, Green. That's going to lead us to Waves with Morthwill on deck.
Can I move like this? Oh, now I'm like this and attack the one that I've challenged to a duel?
I think you can, yes.
Well, then I'm just... because shooting apparently doesn't work well. So I'm gonna hit it with my new rapier, masterwork rapier.
Okay.
Careful, I just cleaned this
Wait.
water.
Damage doesn't look correct. What did I don't understand the damage that I put in. I'm gonna use my normal damage, my normal rapier. Clicking on it might mean, because Cat, could you just not? Cat, can you just? Thank you, Cat. It's just one attack more than the normal rapier, and that makes more sense. What I've written there.
Okay.
Whoop. I clicked on it. Come on, do it. 24.
24 will absolutely hit.
25.
At 25 will even more. No, now it misses. No, that will also hit.
And then we're gonna do this. 14 piercing.
Okay.
Wonderful. And because and I took the attack action my turn, so I can use my extra attack, so I'm gonna do the same thing again.
Okay.
Whoop. That's a critical fail.
You stab Brian through the throat.
But,
I'm just kidding.
but still a 10. Still a 10.
10 is still a miss, I'm afraid.
Okay, it's really difficult, this underwater fighting thing.
Yeah. You try to flourish and you're like, it's like not, like what? I don't. All right. Still though, good strike initially there, Waves. And you're staying where you are, I assume, because you moved in there.
Yeah, I found my opponent. All is fine.
You found it. All right.
Duel.
Morthwill, you were up. This one up here, both of them are damaged. This one up here is more damaged and is also slowed and also held.
Okay,
Actually,
so
no,
I'll
this
take
one, I
advantage-
take that back. This one is not as damaged as the one down there, but everything else I said applies.
Okay. Well, I'm going to move over here, just in front of Silvo, I think. So that should still give me line of sight on, well, him.
Yes, for sure.
It's a cluster of other people. I'm not even going to consider the other one. So, yeah, focus on this guy.
Okay.
That with a +1 to whatever I roll. 13.
Let's see. I believe that since he's held,
Minus 2 to AC.
So you're talking about to the equivalent of hitting a 14. It's not quite enough.
Okay, well, that's all I got then. That's my move, that's my attack.
Sorry, Morthwill.
Yeah. Them's the dice.
All right, you're positioned. Okay. Brian, you were up. You're feeling much healthier now. This one up here is held. This one and damaged. This one is not held, but more damaged.
I'm going to go for the one that's... how long does hold and slow last for? Do I know?
Hold is until they get out of it. Slow is 1 minute.
It's concentration, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
All right,
I
I'm
assume
going to
it's what I
go
did.
for the one that's more damaged, that's not held and slowed, the
That
one
guy.
that Pi attacked.
Mhm.
27
Oh, yeah.
You are rolls, man.
for 12 slashing damage.
It's a lot of hit.
That's
Okay.
and that still, again, it's not enough for
It's
my
close.
improved critical.
Yeah, but not
But
quite.
it's close. And then my other scimitar, 19
Will hit.
for 9.
All right. He's starting to look hurt as well. All right, Brian, you're staying where you are?
I am, yeah, I'm staying where I am.
All right. The guy who is still not held and so on is going to attempt to bite and claw you.
Which one? The one that's
This guy here
is attacking who?
is attacking. Oh, I keep forgetting because of waves. No, the compelled duel. No, then would attack waves. My bad. But still is going to
I mean,
attack
he has
waves.
the choice, but obviously.
No, is going to attack that. No, you're right. I keep forgetting about that compelled duel. There's too many other helds and slows I'm thinking about. All right. So it is going to attack waves. So bite waves is a 24.
Yeah, that actually hits.
Claw is also a 24 and then a 13.
That's the 13 does not hit.
Okay. So we are looking at, let's see. So the bite does 4 piercing damage. And the claw is going to do 9 slashing damage, 13 total points.
13. Okay. Up, up.
All right, and then this one is
Okay.
going to try to save out of its hold by making that wisdom saving throw. And it does. So this one is no longer held. And then slowed. It's still slowed, but it is not held. Or rather, I'm sorry, it's still slowed, but it's not held. 61. Okay, yes, got it. All right, it is Silva's turn.
Okay, I am going to cast Chill Touch on this one.
Okay.
I'm on the wrong tab. I'm on the wrong tab. Change tabs. 21. This I'll manually roll the thing because I haven't changed the macro. 9 points of necrotic damage.
9 points of damage, and I'm sorry, you said it was to this one?
Yes, this one.
Okay. So he... All right. All right. He takes all of that, doesn't like it.
Okay, cool. That's me.
That is going to lead us to Green with Waves on deck.
So Waves is currently the most injured person.
That is not true. Brian is a little bit more hurt.
Oh,
I'm
really?
53 out of 64 though, so I'm not looking too roughed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I feel like
55
Brian
out of
can-
68.
Yeah.
Ah, you're both fine.
You fine.
I'm literally a heal bot. I literally only have healing spells.
I doubt anyone's
yeah,
complaining.
Yeah.
I'll just I guess I'll just take it in turns, you know. So I'll use a I guess I'll be really stingy and use a first level cure wounds on Waves.
Okay.
So that will heal 14.
14 on
Completely
sorry,
healed.
on Waves. Also, Waves, is your compelled duel? Let me look up for a second. That's concentration. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw when you got hit. Waves.
Constitution?
Mm-hmm.
Constitution is here. Wait, I can find it. There we go.
I'm sorry
I
if you
heard
can
a
hear my
dog and it
puppy
wasn't-
barking in her sleep.
Aw,
Oh, is that
that's so
what-
cute.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay. Yep, you maintain your concentration. You are made of stronger stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just
I also
focused.
have a feature that means that every time I heal someone else, I heal myself as well. But I never lose any HP.
You're
so it doesn't do
overhealed.
anything.
Oh, wait, the
Yeah.
night is young. You'll see. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Good stuff. So that is waves. Sorry, that was. So waves was up to full. So green did that, right? Okay, so then it's up to green. You're going to stay where you are, or are you going to back up 5 feet?
Yeah, I'm hoovering up the blood.
No, right. Okay. Which leads us to waves with Morthwill on deck. All right, waves.
Yep, I keep poking the one that I've been poking.
All right, poke it again. Hit it again.
Whoop.
Will hit.
22 and damage. Where did it go? There it go. 9.
Piercing. Okay.
And then we're gonna do it again. That's a 15, actually.
Will not hit.
Well
Unfortunately.
then, I'm gonna glare at it.
It accepts the glare. And you're going to stay where you are, I assume?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy there.
Morthwill, you are up.
Yep, so I'm going to just use Firebolt again. I know they got the resistance, but from my perspective, I shot it and then it got stabbed to hell. So I don't really have anything to gauge.
That's fair. It all works.
All looks fine to my eye. Oh, a crit!
Hey!
Oh, nicely done.
Critical hit. Now, it is
that's-
max damage and then resistance to that max damage, but...
So it is 20, and I would like to throw in my bonus D8.
Okay.
Which is 7.
So 27, and that would be so 4. Yeah, so you can round up 14. So 14 points to that guy.
Oh, even with resistance, that was a solid hit.
Oh, yeah.
That's absolutely good stuff. Smashed in the face with fire. Okay.
Anyone order grilled fish?
Okay. I mean that this whole time they're like. Okay. Brian, you are up next. You have both of them are looking hurt now. This one to your left is more hurt.
Okay, I'm going to go for the one that's looking more hurt.
Okay.
27.
Will hit. Yep. You guys been
10.
You've all been hitting no problems. Yeah. Starting to look quite hurt now.
And
Gonna have to
21
call a
for
Brian the
another
blender
10.
after this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too right.
Now it's looking exceedingly hurt.
And then I'm not going to move. I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay. All right. It, although it would love to attack you, is going to continue to try to attack waves. It's going to do the bite and claw thing. So let's see. We are looking at a 13 for the bite, a 13 for the claws, and a critical hit. So
The critical hit.
I'll take this. So that's 9 points of slashing, and I need you to make another Constitution saving throw to see if you maintain your concentration. Waves.
Okay, I have Aura of Protection, so it's a Constitution saving throw plus 4 for me.
Okay, sounds good.
That I did not. So 21.
Yep, that works. Okay, very good. The other one, let's see, is it going to keep attacking Brian, or is it going to probably notice at some point that Green is doing this? I think it's going to be one more round before.
He's just got his brush. He's just the cleaner. He just happens to have his shift right now, you know.
Once he figures it out, I think he may do more of this. But the slowed reduce the number of attacks is only one attack.
Only one per turn.
Yeah, but the multi-attack is while taking the attack action.
Regardless of the creature's abilities or magical items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Interesting. All right. So can use an action or
Plus,
okay.
green shiny shell would make it very difficult
That's true.
to attack them.
Yep. No, I buy the in any case. All right. Well, then I think it's going to just attack with its bite. It's going to attack Brine, and it's going to get an 8 and miss terribly. Okay. That is Silvo, and then Green is on deck. Both looking hurt. This guy is like just tottering.
Yeah, I am gonna chill touch this one.
Okay.
Because he's not convinced that fire works underwater, even though he's seen Morthwill do it about 4 times now. 23.
Hit.
3 points of necrotic damage.
3 points of necrotic damage. Okay.
That's it.
All right. Good stuff. Green and then Waves.
Awesome. Say, Waves got hurt again, didn't they?
Brian got hurt. Waves got hurt.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll
Also,
go
the
back.
Sahuagin got hurt. Just to be clear. I mean, really badly hurt.
Yeah. I think Green by now has accepted that his friends just kill people. I just don't know what he doesn't have enough vitamins to revivify every enemy these people kill.
It's true.
I was wondering how Green was going to take this.
He's on the path to inner peace. He's focusing on the fact that we're all going to be on the council together, and he's going to like bring about so much good and influence your souls over time. And he just has to focus on the long game.
Also, they are torturing a poor innocent Lokotha over here too. So there's that.
Well, yeah, but that just means they need to be taken in for justice. It doesn't
that's true.
necessarily
That's
mean
true.
they should die.
That's true.
Anyway, so all right, we're back to healing Brian, I guess.
Okay.
I will also just do a first level cure wounds for
Okay.
Brian, which is 14 health points.
That takes me back up to full health. Thank
All
you.
right.
And then gonna just keep being like a preemptive crime scene cleaner. You know,
Ahead of
just
time.
really, really good at his job.
Yeah.
He's so good. He gets there for the murder.
Power wash simulator. I love it.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Green. Okay, Waves and then Morthal's on deck. And this guy is very badly hurt.
Sorry,
Waves.
cat problems. I'm very sorry, cat. Cat wanted my mouse. I wanted to use my mouse. There was a conflict here.
Oh, I see.
Cat now sad and looking at me. Yeah, I'll just continue what I've been doing, but I fixed the rapier master work thingy, so I can
Okay.
now use it. Yay!
Yep.
27.
Sure will hit.
Yeah. And pop.
And
And 9.
you pierce him through the throat. He is dead.
Oh, and there's just blood everywhere, and he's just cleaned it
Yeah,
up.
it's a lot, you know. It's
'Kay.
All right, that just leaves one who
Then
was
then
slowed.
I'll move over here.
Okay. Right, Morthwheel, you are on deck. I mean, you are here, not on deck. You are actually going now. This is your turn. Wait a second.
Managed to close my character sheet 1 second. Right, same again.
Okay.
Yes, +1 on this. Will be a 17.
Will hit, yes.
Yeah. And so that's 10 plus another d8. 13.
Okay, so,
wow,
so
yeah, plus
7
resistance.
with the resistance. Okay. Got it. Starting to look quite
Now I'm
hurt.
starting to feel like this isn't hurting as much as I feel like it should.
Yeah,
Like,
well, underwater. Starting to look quite hurt, this guy.
Mhm.
Okay, and you're staying where you are, Morthwheel?
Yeah, I'm hold position. I don't seem to be in anyone's way, and no one's in mine.
All right, Brian. Well, then you're up. He is very hurt.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm going in
gone.
for the kill.
Okay.
20 not nap for
Will-
11.
Will hit.
24 for 7.
Again, will hit.
And-
Looking exceedingly hurt now.
Once again, I'm not moving.
Okay. All right. He now, this is the one that does not, let's see, he's going to, from Hell's Heart, he's going to strike at thee.
Black Knight of the Sahuagin over here.
He's going to bite at you with a 10, which I assume is a miss. And then a 13, and then a 22 with the last claw.
He's slowed, isn't he?
Oh, that's right. He can only do the one. So, yes, actually, he's just going to do that one attack and miss terribly because he is slowed. That's a good point. Okay, Silvo, you were up.
Well, it's worked for me so far, so I'll just do Chill Touch.
Okay.
He's not resistant to necrotic damage, so there's
That's
that.
true.
20.
Also, you haven't missed with it. Just to point out.
This is very true.
Okay. Looking exceedingly hurt, but not quite dead. Right.
He's got no arms. He's got no legs.
All right, or bite your knees
It's just a
off.
flesh wound. All right. He's okay. So you're staying where you are, Silvo.
Oh, yes.
Green, you were up. Waves is on deck.
Awesome. It's Waves' turn.
Yeah.
For a first level cure wounds. He's just like bam, bam. Sorry, can you lift your leg?
You get a car. You get a car. You get a car.
Exactly. So that's another 14 points of health plus 2 for me. Just having a little
14,
snack.
which means that Waves is back up to full, I think. And
Nice.
Green is overhealed and collapses from being too much healing.
Just too healthy.
All right, good stuff. Well done, Green. I'm going to assume you stay where you are unless I hear different. Waves, you are up. Morthwill is on deck. This guy's very hurt.
Yep, poking it like I poked the other one. There we go. Clickety click. 14.
Will not do it. Not enough.
Minus
And we
2
try
to
again?
AC as well.
Then we try again.
Yeah, still.
23
That will hit.
with 12.
And you pierce him through the throat, and as he drops to the ground and sort of just sinks to the ground, you say, you hear this one, the Lokatha on the other side, say in common, actually in accented common, says, wait a minute. Yeah, this is right. Says in common, oh, thank you so much. I was those terrible creatures. Please, can you tell me, have you seen my pet eel? Which is where we're going to bring our session to a close. So they have gotten into the temple. They've been infiltrated. They did manage to kill these before they triggered an alarm. And they have met a Lokatha, whose name, by the way, is Borgas. So, Victor Borgas. No, Jose Luis Borgas. But he introduces himself as Borgas, and he is very anxious to know the fate of his eel. But we're going to find out about that and how the party is going to handle that in our next session. And the party has made a decision about where it wants to go. And now we're going to see how the party does as it begins to do this recon. I guess they'll have 3 fewer Sahuagin to deal with when the big force actually shows up. I will start with the person on the far right of the screen. Excellent work, Green. Everyone is hale and hearty. No one would even know that a fight had happened. Everyone was completely healed up. It was all great and all that kind of good stuff. So, Green, how did you feel about Green? By which I mean Bruce. Good stuff, Bruce, today. And I also was laughing about, I love the whole, the broom, the retractable broom thing, which has other benefits and so on. How'd you feel about today? Where will the other folks find you next?
It was really fun today. I think people generally know that I'm not having the best of times right now, but tonight was the best of times, and it was exactly what I needed. So
good.
I love that. And stealth is just clearly what Green's good at, and it worked out both times. It's all good. And I felt like today's battle went really smooth compared to our previous ones. I think we all we knew what we needed to do. We all stuck to our roles, and it just feels like we turned suddenly into this well-oiled machine. Can't wait to find out how it all goes horribly wrong later. And people will find me next. I'm a by the Dice Roll exclusive, so you'll find me next at our next session, or probably in the chat of Peripheral Mike's stream, or occasionally playing Pilgrim and screaming and running away ineffectually from every monster.
It's good stuff. Thank you, Bruce. Good work today, and I'm glad things were a little bit nicer during this session anyway. Good to see you as always. Good to see as well Ananda. Ananda, great stuff from Brian also. Got a chance to see Brian's. I love the image of Brian towing Morthwill through the water, spiraling along while the stealth was not actually happening. I also had a lot of fun with the Insta room reveal where you were just kind of like, shouldn't have as many people. You're like, run away. That was very funny. And it was fun to watch you do that. And then obviously, you all sort of handled the situation quickly. That could have gotten nasty with a bunch of these Sahuagin that get more mean once there's blood in the water, with Brian around. But because of your healers and the rest of your party was there, I think it probably was the right call to Kool-Aid Man through rather than waiting for them to come to you. I think this is a case where you needed to kind of like, press the advantage, which you all did. So that was good. And as always, the telepathic screaming is always hilarious. How'd you feel about today? Where will the fine folks find you next?
I always have an absolute blast with the By the Dice Roll folks. I think it would have been a slightly different story without Green's continuous healing, because I was down to 20 at one point, and that was more than enough. So thank you, Green and Bruce, for the heals. Yeah, I always have an absolute blast with you guys, and I think that for our first fight, and I'm going to touch wood as I say this, for our first fight in this dungeon, I think we were slick, like an eel.
Too soon. Too
soon. Too soon. We have to break that sad news next session.
Hashtag never forget.
But as for where people can find me, I will be back on my own channel for the rest of this week. I'm playing Date Everything, which is hilarious. And yeah, thank you so much, guys.
Always good stuff. Thank you, Ananda. Good stuff today. I was looking for an emoji of an eel in chat, but I couldn't find one, so well. But good stuff today. Peripheral Mike had to bail on us because had to go do some stuff. We did finish a little late today, but I was hoping we could at least get through this combat so that we can start fresh, and so that you can start by having to explain, what happened to a fish and his eel, which we're going to find out. But you can find Wholesome Horror Gaming at his twitch.tv/Wholesome Horror Gaming, where he does cozy horror. Still don't entirely understand how these things click together, but they do work for Mike, so he loves it, and that's good. And all of his stuff at Peripheral Mike you can find as well. Thanks to Mike, as always. Also, as always, thanks to Saber. Great name today for the title of the episode, and also good stuff from Morthwheel in a variety of ways. Again, was really enjoying the kind of mini sub approach of using the manta ray, which was very funny. And it was fun to see also how Morthwheel is going to handle things when as fire driven as is, like all of a sudden we got some water that we have to deal with one way or the other. But we will see how that all goes down the line. How did you feel about today? Where will the lovely folks find you next?
Oh, this was a lot of fun. A lot of fun moments for everyone, I think, for this one, which is always nice. Everybody got some standout moments. It's just been a lot of fun. Yeah, I kind of mucked up with my spell preparation on this one. I brought so much utility. Like, I got things like spider climb, levitate, invisibility, and it's like we got in a fight, and I'm like, I knew I overlooked something.
Always fighting the last war. That would have been great for the last dungeon, as it turns out.
It never happens to Batman. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next time, which I'm sure we'll be talking about as soon as we can get into that. And I'll be here tomorrow on the GOG channel hopefully doing a release stream, but I can't say what because it's not actually out yet. But all being well, there should be a release stream going on my usual slot tomorrow.
Good stuff. Thanks, Saber. Always a pleasure. It was good stuff, as always. And Pyron, also a lot of great stuff from Waves. I was loving the idea of it when you were trying to explain to everybody about where you wanted everybody to go, and you were kind of like you're like, okay, you choke and you did this, and you were like, yeah, that's not I look at Silvo with malicious intent, but then also. I was cracking up at the whole telepathic bagpipes thing. I was like, that was pretty much anything that involves bagpipes. I'm going to either appreciate or laugh at the right circumstances, depending. So that was also very funny. And then again, some effective fighting as well alongside Brian. So all of that, and that compelled duel was definitely helpful to concentrate people's attention on you and thus not be attacking Brian all the time. How did you feel about today's session? Where will the fine folks find you next?
First of all, I'm sorry that we had to start a little late because of me, but I love today's sessions as I always love our sessions. So yeah, I'm pretty happy, and I got to add some new sounds to my soundboard, which is also something that I always like. I'm also always open to suggestions. ideas from you, chat. If you have any, just propose them. I might just add them. And next, I don't know. I think Mike did not take my offer of streaming a game of his choice earlier. So next time when we play D&D, I'm gonna be here. Off stream, I'm back to playing No Man's Sky, but I promised myself I'm gonna test out this county as well because somebody told me it's like it's similar to Stardew Valley. So I'm gonna give that a whirl very soon.
Very cool. Good stuff. And it was really a pleasure to get back in the saddle with all of you for this. I'm glad we are officially in the final adventure of Ghosts of Saltmarsh, but it definitely promises to be an eventful one, figuring out how to get through all this and do this recon. So I'm excited to see it. And I really appreciate the turnout we had tonight. Excellent turnout, too, from everybody. So good job, chat, and good job, players, as always. That, however, is going to do it for us. Can we get some love, chat, for the amazing members of By the Dice Roll? Thank you to Pyron Jade. Thank you to Darksaber2K. Thank you to Wholesome Horror Gaming /Purple Mike. Thank you to Ananda. Thank you to Undeveloped Bruce. Great work, everybody. And we will see you all soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.
That is going to do it. Whoops. Hold on a second. Be helpful if I actually had my camera up. Like that. There we go. That is going to do it for us for this evening. And that's also going to do it for episode 499 of Pen and Pixels. Next week, for those of you who did not hear this before, will be my 500th episode on this channel. 500th episode of Pen and Pixels. That is a long time. I have been streaming, in fact, on this channel. I'm actually curious. Let me just take a look and see. I have been streaming on this channel as I look at my playlists for, let's see. Okay. Sort by last video added. Okay, Pen and Pixels. I have been streaming on this channel. Okay, all the way back. Let's see. 298. Okay, 149. I forgot I did Thronebreaker on here. That's right. Episode 10, 9, 4. Here we go. 10 years ago, my God, 10 years ago, my first ever episode of Pen and Pixels was September 30th, 2015. So September 29th, 2015. So 10 years ago was the first one, and that was Star Trek 25th anniversary. And 500 episodes later, we are coming to a close of the 500th episode, not coming to a close, but 500th episode happening next week. So that's very cool. I'm thinking a little bit about how I'm going to celebrate that and what that's going to look like. I'm not 100% sure. I might want to share it with friends and see if I can convince some friends to join me on this, walk down memory lane. We will see. But either way, it's been quite a bit. It's been quite a bit. I've been streaming for 13 years because I started streaming in April 2012. But at least here, been streaming since September 2015, and yeah, it's been great. It really has been great to be able to be part of this sister community. So that is longer than at least 3 of my relationships combined. Yeah, it's been something. But I really appreciate the folks here because they do remind me a lot of my own community of the Arvanauts, who are just friendly people that really enjoy this stuff. And I appreciate being able to do something like this for that. But I'll talk more about my retrospective on this next week with whatever it is that I choose to do. We shall see. As for more of Ghosts of Saltmarsh, we will be doing more of that next month. As you can see, we are now well into things, and we will be continuing this until this is finished, at which point By the Dice Roll will be moving on to my own campaign written by me of Tales and Tomes, The Forbidden Library. But that will be after we finish Ghosts of Saltmarsh, The Final Enemy. So I'm excited about that. If you liked what you saw and heard today, I hope you will consider following us here on GodCom's Twitch channel. I hope you will consider subscribing to us here on GodCom's Twitch channel. And I hope you'll consider clicking through and checking out our own channels, because we all, most of us anyway, have our own Patreons and subsystems and stuff like that that we do. So we would love it if you would join us over there and lend your support. If you are into D&D and you're like, where can I see more of this? I'm glad you asked, because tomorrow night we have on my channel Community D&D with the amazing Shadow Crew playing more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. I'll be doing a Gloomhaven playthrough with my friend Zach Clay on Thursday night. And then this Saturday, we will have, he said, doubtfully remembering what is happening on... Come on, Firefox, you can do it. I was like, wait, I want to see what it says. Can you open up? Can you open up? Firefox, can you open up? Okay. There we go. And yes, it was updating. Thank you for updating. I appreciate that. Okay. So on Saturday, it will be Expedition from the Mysterious Peaks coming up this Saturday. And then next Saturday after that will be D&D with Infinity Beyond, my Eberron campaign, the 20th and 27th. So that's what we've got going on. But Community D&D is going to be coming at you on Wednesday night on my channel. Otherwise, Kilgore Trout is going to be joining you with, I believe, Dragon Age Origins. Yes, coming at you in about 4 hours and 20 minutes. So I hope you will consider stopping by and watching Kilgore as he continues with Dragon Age. Otherwise, I hope you'll check out my channel tomorrow night for more of that game of Community D&D. And if not, then I hope I will see all of you here next Tuesday for episode 500, oh my goodness, of Pen and Pixels. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And special thanks today to the wonderful By the Dice Roll crew of Pyron Jade, of Darksaber 2K, of Wholesome Horror Gaming / Peripheral Mike, of Inanda, and of Undeveloped Bruce for being amazing and awesome players. It's great to be able to play with them all the time. That's it. I will catch all of you lovely folks soon. Until then, as I always say on my own channel, everyone, please be good to each other and have a good night.